Hello, bitches.
Wow, what a lovely opening. These these poor people, and by poor people I mean apparently just me right now, have been.
Hey,
Well, I mean like in the stream chat, there's just one viewer.
I am also watching.
there was a
Oh,
Nubian in
so
Keelan a bit
Never,
ago.
I just assume that Twitch never has the real numbers at this point.
A noob.
okay, I guess.
Also, a Nubian said, fucking excuse me.
That's what I was about to say.
And Vampire
Well,
said
okay,
hello. So,
okay. Well, I guess never mind. Fucking Twitch is just terrible and can't
rule number
count.
one of Twitch never believe the number that they have on you. There's
Okay,
just
so anyway, back to what I was saying. These poor people had did Automod just try to silence a Nubian from saying Twitch is dumb?
Anyways, you're saying.
Okay, as I was saying, these lovely people have been sitting here waiting for like 17 minutes at the time, and then their first introduction is "Hey bitches" or whatever the fuck you said. Ugh.
But anyways, Hatchet, are you ready to read the first SCP of the night? SCP-303, the Doorman.
I am. Give me a moment to brush my hair. Oh, motherfucker. I dropped my headset. As
Wait,
we all know, brushing your hair is a requirement to properly read.
yeah. Oh, wait a minute, I just
Okay.
realized something. Apparently one of the
Yeah.
bots unfollowed me because it was 171, now it's 170. I mean, 770. Why did I say 170?
Right. The far more likely explanation is that an actual human unfollowed you.
Which is just fucked.
Auto- Automod is really sensitive.
I will say there's also a chance that one of the bots got deleted by Twitch.
Oh, I
They
guess
can't
that is
follow
possible.
you if they're deleted.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, while you're reading, I'm just gonna delete.
Okay. Okay. SCP-303. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. As SCP-303 has not yet been known to travel beyond the boundaries of Site Redacted, the entire area of Site Redacted is currently considered SCP-303's containment area. All rooms in Site Redacted are to be altered altered where possible so as to have two entrances separated by a distance of 10 meters or line of sight. That was loud. Personnel are to be distributed evenly throughout the facility with available radio or intercom contact so that encounters may be resolved quickly. Personnel who witness 303 are to be submitted for immediate psychiatric evaluation. All SCP objects housed at site redacted since before what is that? June 4th, 2010? Yeah. Are to be transferred to site redacted B one at a time. Each SCP object will be transferred again to site redacted A once it can be verified that SCP-303 has not migrated from site redacted. With it, with it, once SCP-303 either migrates to site redacted B or remains present at site redacted. Once all SCPs in question have been transferred to site. Once, okay, that writing confused me. Okay. So all SCPs in question have been transferred to site redacted-A. Containment procedures will be updated as appropriate. Description. Witnesses describe SCP-303 as a nude, sexless, emaciated humanoid figure with reddish-brown skin. Instead of normal facial features, its head is dominated by an extremely large mouth, which bears a set of oversized human teeth. It continually vocalizes a wheezing noise, loud enough to be heard from the other side of most solid doors. All individuals who have had encounters with 303 are capable of describing it in full, including individuals who have not physically seen any part of it. 303 will periodically materialize behind any closed door, hatch, or other entry barrier opposite a sentient observer, chosen by unknown means. 303 will then remain behind the door for an indeterminate amount of time. Any individual attempting to open the door or barrier experiences intense paralyzing fear that lasts until 303 dematerializes either on its own or to avoid being directly seen by another observer. The source of this fear is not clear, but appears to be similar in nature to arachnophobia or ophidophobia? What's ophidophobia again? Originating on a pre-conscious genetic level, data expunged. Analysis indicates that 303 is not, in fact, purposefully inducing fear in the affected individuals. 303 does not allow itself to come into direct visual contact with any observer and has never allowed any one individual to view more than 10% of its form. When the door or other entryway barrier is partially visible or causes less of its body visible. Wait, okay, I got lost. Okay, I skipped a line, that's what it is. When the door or other entryway barrier partially or completely transparent, SCP-303 will materialize in an orientation that leaves 10% or less of its body visible. Here's next. Oh, okay. Visible. Or cause effects of fog or frost on the transparent surface to achieve the same effect. If SCP-303 is approached from a direction in which there is not a solid object or door-breaking line of sight, it will dematerialize before direct visual contact is made. Any electronic or complex mechanical devices that SCP-303 encounters are temporarily disabled. 303 has made no recorded attempt to physically or verbally engage an observer. How 303 arrived at Site Redacted is not known at this time. 303's first recorded appearance was on, March 1st, 2010. It is suspected that SCP-303 was inadvertently transferred along with or manifested by another SCP on site. All SCPs on site redacted are being re-examined accordingly. Incident Log 303-A. Incident 303-1. Agent Redacted was showering in her private quarters bedroom where she became aware of the presence of SCP-303 on the opposite side of the shower curtain. It was wheezing extremely loudly. Startled by the discovery, she accidentally excuse me, struck the shower curtain, causing it to sway outwards. The curtain partially wrapped around SCP-303, revealing that it was less than 0.5 meters from the curtain, standing erect and facing the shower. Agent Redacted reports spending approximately the next 3 hours sobbing in the shower quietly as not to disturb 303. Agent Redacted reported that the wheezing stopped very suddenly, at which point in time she was able to exit the shower. Incident 303 3. Agent Redacted encountered 303 inside the site blank second floor break room. He was attempting to obtain coffee creamer from the counter cabinet, when he heard loud wheezing emanating from the cabinet and was overtaken by overwhelming fear. Agent Redacted later reported that SCP 303 was huddled in the cabinet in the fetal position. Appar- oh. Agent Redacted claimed to be certain of the information despite failing to open the cabinet door. Later, when the cabinet was examined, one container of powdered coffee creamer was missing. Note: this is the first recorded instance of 303 removing an object from a scene. I mean, he just wants some coffee creamer. He's got coffee somewhere. Incident 303 6. Dr. Redacted was discovered dead from dehydration in a second floor storage room. It is estimated that Dr. Redacted spent up to 5 days in the storage room before being discovered. A small 4 meter by 4 meter decompression chamber separated the storage room from the adjoining hallway. SCP-303 occupied the decompression chamber for the duration of Dr. Blank's isolation in the storage room, disallowing entry from either direction and making it impossible for Dr. Redacted to leave. Test log 303 A. A team consisting of Dr. Redacted, Researcher Redacted, 4 security personnel, 4D class personnel, and 4D class personnel were assigned to be dispatched to get any reported any reported incident of SCP-303's materialization in order to immediately perform an on-site testing. These logs take place at the door to room blank from the first floor hallway. SCP-303 was reported to be within room blank. Test 33-1. 1 male D-class personnel D33-1 was ordered to open the door and threatened that he would be transferred to SCP redacted duty for noncompliance. He refused, citing extreme fear. Test 303-2. 1 male D-class personnel D33-1 was ordered to open the door and threatened that he would be terminated on spot for noncompliance. He refused, claiming that if he were to do so, that SCP-303 would data expunged. He was terminated on the spot. Bro, what? Why? Okay, back up for a second. Like, I get that. Okay. Talk about that later. Talk about that later. Continue. 303-3. 1 female D-class personnel, D303-2, had witnessed the termination of D303-1 was ordered to open the door and threatened that she would be terminated on the spot for noncompliance. She refused, claiming that if she opened the door, SCP-303 would data expunged. Researcher Redacted was visibly shaken by this claim. D303-2 was not terminated. Test 303-4. 1 female D-class personnel, D33-2, was ordered to open the door. 1 male D-class personnel, D33-3, was given 1 combat knife by security personnel and ordered to data expunged until D303-2 opened the door. After 2 hours, 2 hours of data expunged, D303-2 died from blood loss. D303-2 made no attempt to open the door. Bruh. Addendum. What month is that? 5/1. My brain, I'm so bad at remembering which months are which. March, April, May. So that's May. May. That's May. Okay. Addendum. May 1st, 2010. SCP-303 appears to have climbed the second floor storage room as or claimed the second floor storage room as its own. It has so far disallowed any personnel entry to the room since April 5th, 2010. It leaves periodically to acquire Foundation property, which is then moved into second floor storage room. To date, the following list describes all non-classified items taken by SCP-303. 1 redacted cryotube. 3 sets of standard Foundation surgical equipment. Redacted. 2 D-class research cadavers. 1 gasoline-powered generator. A variety of chemicals, including large quantities of tryptophan, phenylalanine, redacted, and tyrosine, among others. There's dogs barking through your mic, Chewy.
Sorry.
No worries. 1 container of powdered coffee cream. Why is the powdered coffee creamer the most normal thing for it to have swiped? In addition to this, a number of classified materials have been obtained by 303. Staff are still attempting to determine what specific purposes 303 may have for these materials. Okay.
So that's the doorman. Everyone ready to see the thumbnail though?
Why like this is one of those cases where it's like I feel like the SCP Foundation is the actual monster.
You say
What
that, but you saw the things it stole, right?
I mean, yeah, it stole some dangerous stuff, but it hasn't actually like from what we can tell purposefully hurt anyone. Meanwhile, the researchers decided to have D-class terminated and mutilated
I'm going to
to try to
comment
test it.
that most D class are prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and prisoners still have human rights and are still
Well,
people.
yeah, but the ones they take are the ones that don't get let out ever because they did the really bad things.
Yeah, okay. How like what does it matter? Like they're still human beings.
Our nation don't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, that is not how it looks. I mean,
Okay, yeah, let's
I
open.
I guess close enough, kind of. I
Wait,
would say
where's
it
the
was
picture?
close enough if it
It's in
wasn't
the
for the
BC.
Yeah.
I said close enough, but looking on it, they're trying to purposely make it look like flesh and like it has no skin at all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, they're
Yeah.
trying to make it purposely look like a creeper when it's not a creeper. It is not a creeper! I was just insulting it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with it being a creeper because it's not.
Look, at least they got it right in the sense that it's red. They forgot to add brown into the reddish brown skin, but they made it red.
Reddish brown is still a brown. It's technically a skin tone.
Well, yeah.
So if it
Tryptophobia?
wasn't for the fact that it has no sexual organs whatsoever, and if it had an actual face, it would look human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Tryptophobia. Yeah.
it
Right. That's
should
the.
look a lot closer to a normal human that's naked, which
Yeah.
would look a lot more creepy even without being in a creepy pose. I'll be honest. If he was just standing there normally watching, that would be way more creepy and accurate. I have to say this is a 4. They could have made it
Yeah.
accurate and creepy. They could have.
now, who's the more scary stalker? 303 or the startling mannequin? Just the mannequin that teleports around and does a scary pose behind people.
I think that depends on the
Uh.
person.
Yeah. But honestly, probably the scary mannequin, because it's just like it's basically just a troll as compared to
Yeah.
uh inciting primal fear into people just by existing.
I
Yeah.
don't think 303 would get me to fear spiders or snakes, but
Well,
Just make you
well,
fear
it's not.
yourself.
Well, it's not saying that it causes you to have those phobias. It's saying that like
it's saying
the
that existing near it will have the fears incited. I'm just saying it will not incite the fear.
yeah.
So to me, it would seem pointless to choose between either because unless the 303 is snatching my coffee, I don't really care.
Also, as a side note, I love this fucking recording live streams VC chat because like if we just scroll a tiny bit up, we've got Garfield taking boobs meme, trans meme, a picture of a salmon, and then this.
Yeah,
You must all adore the Chinook salmon.
So, yeah, and plus they also gonna have boobs in the thumbnail. Obviously.
Well, you can't see the boobs. It's behind hair.
I'm pretty sure they showed the boobs. The video will be taken down.
That's true. Thus, hair. Also,
So,
I'd
huh?
also like as another bit of inaccuracy in this thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you would be thinking that the girl would actually be in distress of some kind,
Oh yeah.
but nah, she's just chilling. Maybe she's got a 303 kink or something. I don't know.
So what are we rating it? One to
I
four.
think
Mhm.
I think Jerry said 4, and I'm not gonna argue on that point.
I just said 4 because simply the inaccuracies they placed, while not very much, was specifically put so they could make it look creepy and clickbaity. But the issue is, it could be even more creepy if they made it accurate. It could
Wait,
be more creepy.
wait. They said
Yeah.
2010, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Look
was
at
about
But
to
here.
it
say.
also, but 2010 was around the end, not the beginning. But they're
Oh no,
probably going to
like
have everything happen in 2000.
oh no, like the like it first showed up in
Uh,
let's see where was it? It first showed up in 2010.
yeah.
It did.
Uh
I thought the last thing was in 2010.
First recorded appearance was on March 1st,
yeah.
2010.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the SCP Foundation worked quickly to uh rework the site around this thing being there.
I just kind of didn't assume that it was saw in 2010 at first because the only time I saw a year was the last addendum.
Ah, fair enough.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah, I see the first date now.
Yeah.
I also forgot something important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to get the bingo board.
Right.
Loser. Cringe fail streamer. But
Also,
yeah.
I found fan art that is more accurate and more hilarious. It is apparently a GIF, and I tried to link it as a GIF, but apparently it did not link as a GIF.
That's the doorman after his 9 to 5. He's his 9 to 5 of
Let me try one more time. There we
there we
go.
are. Yeah,
There.
that's 303 after his 9 to 5 of standing around outside of doors.
I mean, that is obviously like a chibi style. Oh my gosh. I just accidentally stumbled on this fan art and I will share it because I find it hilarious.
What? Oh my god! No! No!
And the skin tone is more accurate. It's not a
I know where the first fan art is supposed to go to.
where.
Friday Night Funkin'. There's a mod of him.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
But also like, uh, just, again, one of those SCPs where it feels like the actual monster is the foundation.
Well, the second fan art definitely makes use of that. Just having him just sipping
Yeah.
coffee, like watching them kill someone for literally no reason.
Yeah, like, oh, you're experiencing an irrational fear that is compared to a phobia, but you can't overcome it due to this anomalous thing. Well, here's a bullet.
Alright, ready to hear the description of the video?
Sure.
Can you feel this uncontrollable primal fear? The fear that makes you freeze and gasp for breath. This means 303, aka the doorman, is lurking somewhere. No one has ever seen him fully, but anyone who met him will easily describe what he looks like. A sexless humanoid with red skin and a terrible mouth stretching all over his face.
They cut the brown part altogether. Can we
Foundation.
just mark that as racist? The video hasn't started yet, but it already sounds racist.
Okay.
How did they
Maybe.
even pull that off?
Anyways,
Please don't tell me this is a sign of things to come.
probably.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, the Foundation has yet to find out where it came from, but the most important question is how to get rid of it. That's
Also,
Oh my
no.
gosh,
that's
that is not the
that's
most
not
important question.
that's not the question they're asking. Also, I need to mention that Bright, I know that you didn't missay it this way, but I misheard what you said, and instead of sexless, I thought you said sexist. Looks
I
like a
also
sexist humanoid.
I also heard it wrong, but I also knew you meant sexless.
Yeah.
This is a sexist humanoid, SCP. It hangs out on 4chan and calls women femoids.
If it was sexist, I would want to know sexist against which gender? It doesn't have a gender.
Listen. It's sexist broadly. I don't know.
Are we ready to start though?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let me see. Make sure the volume is good. Okay, it's good. Philadelphia, year 2000.
I
Three.
love Philadelphia.
Well,
I've
why did
been
they
once.
pick 10 years before it actually popped up?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, starting in.
It's
Huh?
the content farm wants to just shoehorn in an origin story for the coffee creamer bandit.
Okay.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
That's getting turned down.
Is it too loud?
Oh, I mean, I'm just turning down the volume
Oh,
in Discord. It's
gotcha.
pretty fucking loud.
No, we weren't.
Hey, where are you taking me? What's going on here?
What do we got?
Sergeant Barney Hook. He's claiming it's 1943. What do you mean? What year is it?
Take him to the infirmary. Let Miller handle it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll call for him. Well, make yourself at home, bud. There's a bed and a
What?
bathtub here.
What? What? Where the fuck did like time travel and or like guy with faulty memories come from?
Also, why does his uniform look like a mixture of a Japanese girl uniform and some men clothes? I can see like
It's got the sailor uniform collar.
Maybe they don't know how men actually dressed back then if they were in the army or navy. Maybe they just
Yeah.
didn't know.
mm-hmm.
They're like, how did they dress? Japanese schoolgirls if they were guys.
Oh,
Give
oh,
him a beard.
Keelan, the things on the thumb that man already clicked off for the bingo board is no license given. They didn't give a license. They copyrighted the video, obviously, and click big thumbnail with the thumbnail. That's what it is. That's usually already automatic given with this content farm. Are we ready to continue? Because I swear, if they make the doorman a time traveling entity.
Don't worry, they will.
Yeah, you're right, but they do it.
Yeah, that would be the conundrum.
Wet your gills. What? No! No! Oh, God, no! What the hell? No! Shit! I can't! No!
Well, they added
No!
violence.
God, no!
Yeah, already.
No!
Nothing about
Something's
making
wrong.
a brown man incredibly violent for no reason when he never was.
Wait,
Totally not racist.
Yeah. Wait, does the doorman have to be close to the door to make someone not go in, or can they be anywhere in the room?
They have to be at the
I think
door.
it's close to the door. Also,
Right.
why? Okay, so okay.
I'm just saying they have to be at the door since they can't be just near the door. The woman was in a shower and they didn't touch her the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy's so we've got the SCP just spontaneously deciding that it is going to attack this possible time traveler. It affected cameras, which that was never described at all. And now it's stopping a guy from entering by pushing a button.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, here's the thing. I was gonna make the joke that, oh, we're a minute in and we haven't seen racism yet. But yeah, that undertone is kind of sketchy. So what are we doing? Let's see if things escalate. Let's see if those undertones escalate.
Oh no! Oh, Keelan, the no license given is the Creative Commons license you have to put on every form of SCP content you make.
Yeah.
It's like it's usually at the bottom. Hold on, I can show you an example. Right here at the bottom of every article. Well, almost. Some don't.
Yep, it's something that's really easy to grab and just put at the bottom of a description.
Yep.
But that takes effort. We don't
There's
want
content
effort.
form that regularly uses AI for both voice actors and art and their thumbnails.
We don't want to do effort. I just want to make story about big mouth man killing time travelers.
Yeah.
Totally not racist. Because we removed the brown out of the brown man.
Yeah,
Doesn't count anymore.
that exactly. Yeah, like on the
I hate it.
on the SCP sites, they will literally state, like, under where you can click links, license, and citation, it'll state whether or not something in the article is copyrighted. Like with SP3199, the image is copyrighted and it does have a link. You can message the creator. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway.
Let's continue.
I can't. Jerry, what's happening? Open the door! There's someone in there! Jerry, what's wrong with you?
What the fuck?
Jerry! Jerry! Step out of it!
He just killed 2 people.
The guy walks in the room and he had a very very large zenith of experience in his pants. So much that he fell over. That's my conclusion.
Are you saying
Why?
he's come to death?
Yes.
We all know it's the more cringy answer, and sadly, come to death is not the cringy answer.
Yeah, I love how this entire
Somehow.
time Apollo is just muted, not saying a word about this.
That's
That's
probably
okay. If you're
that's
internally
probably a
screaming
safer
Apollo,
idea.
that's okay. We're all internally screaming.
Are we internally screaming or externally screaming?
Both.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Both is good.
Anyways.
Code 49! Left wing! Infirmary! What the hell happened here?
Why did that voice sound a mixture of Goofy and a man?
So, Mickey, why did you die? I forget how to do a goofy voice. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd
he
be
did it
better at
well enough
Squidward,
that
though.
it reminded me of the short thing of videos involving a goofy, like, puppet, like, basically fucking with a guy because the guy owes him money.
I forgot about that.
That's my best thing.
Or
I
the,
can do Squidward.
or the court case where Goofy apparently killed a bunch of children.
What?
SpongeBob, I've come for your pickle.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyways. Hey, it must have the logo.
What a lovely logo it is.
Sheesh, what's with the weather today? The radio said it's supposed to be the storm of the century. Apparently, the last recorded thunderstorm this strong was on October 28,
Oh my God, the goddamn
1943. Today of all days. I just wanted to
It
spend
got
the
the
rest of my day in a
lanyard as
nice
he
warm
goes
bath.
down shitty CG lane. My favorite lane in this nondescript shitty CG movie city.
You know what? You know what? At least so far, most things are mostly accurate as long as you don't look at little details. Like, technically, the light they put is not where it should be. Because technically, those lights are put on places like sidewalks. Just as technically, there's a train stop right there, but no train tracks. The stop after it is connected to that. So those should technically look like they're near each other.
Yeah.
It should be
Wait,
instead They look like
Or
they're on totally different parts of the road.
well, actually, come to think of it, like the
Just don't
traffic,
look at
like
it too hard.
the traffic stopper things I have seen outside of train tracks, like
Yeah.
especially
I'm
in
saying
parking lots and stuff.
it's that stopper thing is specifically the way it's so close to the train thing. It should be next to it. It's probably in response to the train thing. It should be at least semi near it. But because there's no train track, everything looks wrong. Because there's supposed to be a train, some train thing somewhere, but there's not.
Yeah, we're only 2 minutes in.
Also, those lights, when they are not connected to train tracks, they're typically on sidewalk, which there's no sidewalk anywhere.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's nowhere that it's supposed to be in any way. I'm not going to point out the other inaccuracies because we'd be here all day.
Yeah.
Let's just say it always looks janky in Janky City.
Anyways.
Too much to ask for, I guess.
Oh, so bad.
Why is his feet up like that?
Maybe they aren't attracted to feet enough. If they had a foot fetish, maybe they'd be into showing them accurately.
What the what?
Wait,
Yes, my favorite activity as a mortician is slightly elevating one knee of cadaver.
wait, also, here's the thing. She looks like she just got caught looking down and he's disgusted seeing it. It's perfectly
Oh,
Like, God damn it, Rebecca, stop looking at the corpse's crotches.
yeah.
Rebecca,
Well, I have to look everywhere.
Rebecca, Rebecca, how many times have you been brought up on this? They're gonna cut your salary.
Yeah.
Not enough
And
for me to stop looking.
and the bad part is I've heard at the very least a handful of stories about something like that actually happening. So it's not entirely divorced from reality.
We were joking around, but the jokes were more real than fucking content.
Yeah,
Yay,
I
necrophilia.
remember. Yeah, I remember a story about how someone went to get a DNA test to find out who their father was because their mom said that their father died like shortly after they met and she was impregnated, and she like never expounded upon like who her father was. And so the daughter goes out, gets a DNA test, and finds out, oh, her father her father died before her conception.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
And her mother worked at the morgue where his body was at the time.
Oh.
Wait, so that means
He got pregnant on the corpse.
sperm can actually live with the host still being dead?
For a time. And I love how you just
Let's not talk about the life expectancy of sperm, but I will say, as long as it's kept cold and refrigerated, like you keep
yeah.
bodies, it will stay for a while.
Alongside that, I love the fact that you said host as if sperm is a parasite.
I don't mean that. I'm just saying it's
Oh
not the
no,
person. It's part of the person.
oh no, I mean like Bright was Bright
Oh,
Bright said the sperm is in the host.
Yeah, well,
right.
it's a parasite, the pregnant
Anyway.
woman. Anyways.
No!
No, it's
The
not.
sperm is not that.
You know
You
what?
could like
Let's watch the video. Let's skip on Bright failing biology.
like
Anyways.
you could argue that the fetus once it's growing acts similarly. Similarly, big emphasis on similarly to parasites, but they're still not parasites.
For now. Anyways.
Dr. Johnson.
Technically, there are
evening,
multiple
Agent
times
Miller.
where
Come
the
on in.
body accidentally mistakes the baby for a parasite.
Oh yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I can't see my mouse for some reason. I'm having that weird glitch where I can't see my mouse.
Wait, what? How are they? What is up with the position of the corpse? So first it looked like it was on its back, but now it's on its side.
The
Why
corpse is posing for the camera.
Why can't I see my mouse? I can't see my mouse.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
it.
know. Get good.
Hatchet, I don't think that's gonna help her.
Get good. You found your mouse, Bright?
No, hold on.
Oh, well, shite.
No, I can't
like-
get my mouse. I don't know what's going on.
Well, with all of
Oh,
that,
there it goes. I can see my mouse again. God damn it. I had to delete the bingo board.
Okay, so, uh, unfortunately, with all that said, I need to go for about a half hour or so. So I will be back when that time is up. Have fun. Hope I don't judging by how slow things tend to go, I might come back at the end and get a clip notes version of what happened.
Let's find out about the time traveling murdering doorman. That
But
totally
yeah.
isn't racist because they removed the brown out of the brown man.
Yeah, Bright, you might as well just tick off racism on the bingo. But
I
yeah,
was hoping she already did it.
but yeah, I shall return like in 30 minutes or so.
Gotcha.
Have fun suffering.
I don't know why my fucking mouse disappeared.
I don't know why either, but Brett, you don't have racism clicked yet?
I have it clicked now. Oh god, why are you guys so huge?
I don't know.
Okay, now I have you covering my tits. Let's continue.
I don't want to be on your tips.
Anyways.
Jerry called and said this guy was still alive.
We couldn't predict this.
Cause of death?
Fear. The poor guy was scared to death, literally. But that's not what's bothering me. Take a look.
Active duty United States Navy. Enlisted in... Is this a joke?
That's right, 1942. Up to you to find out where he actually came from now.
Where'd you find him?
The police detained him on the coast. He was running around like a madman and harassing passersby.
The man was wearing a military uniform, but that particular set had been out of commission for decades. Even the manner in which he died was...
Let me pause it. Let me look it up to see if that was actually military at any point.
Ah, okay. Wait, now that I think about it, is Apollo actually here, or are they just muted?
I have no idea.
Apollo, if if you're not here, say nothing, and I can use chainsaws. Yay! I can use chainsaws.
No, Bright. Also, I was right to call bullshit.
Oh really?
Yes.
That's good.
Let me just show you this very quick. And I'm sure you'll notice a very large difference between that and what is shown there.
Oh, yeah, that is different.
Yeah, for one, it has blue. It's blue. It's not gray. 2, it has gold on it. 3, well, at least they remembered the eagle, but they killed the ball.
Yeah, and they also don't have a Japanese uniform on the inside.
No, they don't.
Chinese school
But
girl
I
uniform.
will say, some do have a like there is a version of the uniform with it, but it doesn't have the stripes. See? That version does not have the stripes,
Oh yeah.
and so yeah, that one is slightly different.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ready to continue?
Yes.
Strange.
So,
I still
once
had a lot
again,
of questions, so
historically
I started
inaccurate.
with the surveillance
Yeah.
cameras. What could have disabled the camera? The camera came back online a minute later, but Barney Hook was already dead. What's this? I need to talk to that guard. I don't know what it was, Agent Miller. It's just I couldn't open the infirmary
Why
door.
is he in a
I
bathtub?
somehow felt that someone was behind
I
it.
don't know.
Not that lone.
I don't know why they decided to start him in a bathtub.
I can't. Is this gonna be the healing bathtub thing with SCP?
Sailor we picked up. Someone
Maybe
else.
it'll be
I
the
was
weird
scared.
thing where you're
I've never been
wondering
more afraid
if
in my
it's
life.
their kink.
Hmm.
After all, they had the corpse weird posing for a bit.
Yeah.
Now they're having
I
this
didn't
guy
see-
in a bathtub.
I don't want it to be full screen.
Him, but somehow I knew what he looked like. Jerry Reeves was hardened, served in combat zones, saw a lot of terrible shit, but now he was trembling with fear like a child. Can you describe the man you felt you
Or
saw
maybe
behind
he's
the door?
just taking a fucking bath.
Emaciated.
Yeah.
His skin was red. He didn't have eyes, and oh God, his entire face was a gaping mouth.
Calm yourself, Jerry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, God, please, give me an amnestic. I just want to forget this whole thing. Do you remember passing out in the infirmary? I don't remember. I don't know.
Apart from extreme fear, he displays no other symptoms. I'll give him some amnestic injection.
Keep me posted.
Did she just say amnestic?
Yes.
Early
she
the
did.
next morning, I took Barney Hook's documents to the experts at the
Okay.
military museum.
Ah, yes, I remember these service cards. They were issued until 1973. But to answer your question, this is without a doubt authentic.
Are you positive, Mr. Grape?
Absolutely, young man. Though I have to say, these documents look strange. They're as good as new. Although, judging by the date, they're already, almost 60 years old.
So far, my only explanation was Barney Hook had traveled through time somehow, from 1943 to the year 2000. Thank you for your time, sir.
There are so many other different ways that could have happened.
Yeah. There's multiple time traveling SCPs. Anything could have happened.
Well, besides SCPs in real life, that could have happened many other ways. Like someone's grandkid could have taken their grandparents' really well kept ID and like made their own copy of it that looks super authentic and went around impersonating their grandpa because they look just like their fucking grandpa.
Keelan, bad history. Why is this show bringing my brain? Bad history is basically for historical inaccuracies.
Yeah, the uniform they're showing in this is basically a Sailor Moon version of the actual uniform.
Oh yeah, then I could probably just click that because for that.
You didn't click it yet?
No, I didn't think about it.
I'm like historical inaccuracy. No, it's like historically inaccurate. I literally said historically inaccurate, and you're like, not even thinking about it or considering it.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Captain Orwell, this is Agent Vincent Miller. Gather your team and sweep the coast, focusing on where we found Barney Hook.
What exactly are we looking for, sir?
An abnormality, something resembling a time portal. What a crazy day. I could really use some rest.
Does the time portal have
Don't
a
worry,
specific
Jerry.
look?
Soon you'll forget
Guess
all
so.
of this ever happened.
Oh, thank you, Miss Johnson.
That's it, Mr. Reeves.
Well, they're dead.
Shit!
Excuse me, the fuck?
What?
You didn't see that?
What?
Hold on, I'll go back. Watch the guy carefully.
That's it, Mr. Reeves.
Watch him very carefully.
Shit!
What?
SCP-303 came out of the guy. Hold on, is there a way to slow it down? Yeah, hold on. I want to go super slow so you can see it.
That really is a blink it and you'll miss
That's
it moment.
Mr.
Yeah, hold on. It's gonna sound bad. But anyways,
That's fine.
hold on, we're just waiting. Wait for it. See? There he is.
Wait. Let's look at that drawing. They drew him as a cyclops instead of having a mouth for a head.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Why did they draw him as a cyclops? I think you need to click wrong SCP design.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
Well, I know they already had the wrong design, but now they literally have, we have a literal clip of him right here where he's basically a cyclops. I'm just taking a clip of this so we can see the moment where they cyclops.
Yeah. But why is it coming out of the man?
Because they need the black man to come out of the white man. I'm sorry, I can't not see them as racist.
That's not why I'm laughing. It sounds so, it's very sexual what you just said.
Well, if you look at it from a lens from, is this racist? The more you think about it and the more you word it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to click the super racist card on this when we rate it.
It's fair. Anyways, we're ready to continue now. I'm surprised I was the one who caught that immediately.
Well, remember, I have photophobia, and my brain moves slower. Do you think I'm gonna catch that?
Nah. Anyways. So 303 is now a body snatcher?
Yeah.
Shit! Oh!
Dr. Johnson, what's the matter?
Holy shit, 303's transgender.
303 is not trans. They don't have a gender at all. They don't have a sex or a gender. Unless 303 starts saying I have a gender, they can't.
Anyways.
My head's spinning. I'm tired. I probably just need a bath. Sorry about that, Jerry. You can go now.
303 can be a weird, dysphoric, non-sex,
What's wrong with you?
Creature.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why is that guy just... Okay.
Can call someone about the hallway lights. The objects in the cells are freaking out.
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on? Who's there? Oh God, no! No!
What?
Nothing weird about making the brown
The
man
hell?
look like a creepy
Dr.
predator
Johnson,
that
are you all
has
right?
to hold down the
I'm
white
coming in.
woman.
Yeah.
As you
Nubian.
can tell, my sarcasm is at 100.
God,
Yeah.
I can't. The man behind the door. So who
Can't
are you,
save
buddy?
woman!
I pulled up the
Why
data on
Yeah.
is
Sergeant.
Gary?
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Name Barney Hook. Nickname Sad Barney. Born Mart 13, 1921. Muskegon, Michigan, U.S. Died unredacted. Buried Arlington National Cemetery. Service branch United States Marine Corps. Years of service 1942-1951. Rank Staff Sergeant. Battle/Wars World War II. Awards Purple Heart World War II Victory Medal. French Cox de Guerre Medal for the Liberation of Warsaw. Wait, when did Warsaw happen? Because I thought it was later in 1951.
Let's not look at it. Let's not. It's probably. Do you want to look up how historically inaccurate that is
No.
when they don't even have the right month?
Nope.
We
They have
could.
marked.
I know you're into history like I'm into history. We could look up Warsaw.
No, we'll have chat do it. Sorry.
No. We're gonna do it.
But yeah, I can't get over it. Born Mart.
Now, don't press play yet. I need to look up the liberation of Warsaw.
Oh my god. See, Keelan, a Nubian, you now understand why these content farms are so bad.
That happened in January 1945.
Okay, so it would be physically possible.
Okay.
See
And they
streams
still
before.
have him in the Sailor Moon version of a military uniform.
Yeah.
Barney Hook from the archive. This person had really existed. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps in the 40s, but the details on what happened to him for some reason were classified. No way.
You're a Foundation agent. You should be able to access that.
I know it's hard to believe, but the Navy used to wear navy blue uniforms. I know. Very shocking.
I don't know why they added random violence in Nubian. They just did.
Well,
Turns out
probably
Barney
the
Hook
same
is
reason why they took the brown out of the SCP.
Yeah.
alive. He's about 80 and living in a nursing home. Then who was that in the Foundation's morgue?
Huh?
Agent Vincent Miller. Sir, this is William Fry. We've got an emergency.
What happened?
Dr. Johnson. She was burned by boiling water while taking a bath. I couldn't help, sir. I was frozen in fear.
What frightened you,
Were
William?
you watching her take a bath?
They were outside the door.
Oh.
Yeah, but here we go. Apparently there's a big hole in her forehead. How is
So they
water
made
that
him a
hot?
Cyclops. They made him a Cyclops.
Yeah. Also, I don't think a shower can be hot enough to burn your skin.
It actually can be,
Oh,
but people generally don't do it.
right.
Also, if you do it by accident, you won't fall down and start screaming. You'll probably get out of the bathtub or turn it off.
Huh. It's gonna...
Also, if you fall in the water immediately after turning the shower on, the water you're in would not immediately go to the death point.
Oh, yeah.
It would
Wouldn't it be
still
like...
be the previous temperature.
Yeah, it would be at the freezing temperature. It would take a bit of time before it's like hot. It's fucking cold.
The man behind the door. I couldn't see.
It's the man behind the
but I
slaughter.
just knew what he looked like. It was like he instilled fear in me. I don't know what would have happened if the other employees hadn't arrived in time. Shit. Sailor Hook
She's not
clearly brought
dead?
some kind of
Okay.
abnormal creature
Yeah.
into the Foundation. It seemed to have psychic abilities feeding on fears and could switch between hosts.
What?
What?
It's a guy and just like standing in front of doors to scare people.
Also, I want to point out, how many times has this video shown people in a barely dressed or non-dressed state?
Oh yeah, my asshole's added sexual content.
What? Why did they even? Just why?
Feeding on fears, host. The chat is even freaking out.
Well, can you blame them? They heard the article getting read by Hatchet. They know he is not psychic. I mean, not he. They. 303. They are not psychic. They are not feeding off people. They cannot go inside people unless maybe if he got a certain toy and got consent. But I don't think they're interested in that.
Yeah, here's the thing: we can get a bingo if we get transphobia.
You know what? Yeah, we could click transphobia. They have no gender. They have no sex. They keep having the non-gendered, non-sex character go into people of all sorts of genders and sexes that are not their own, that they've never shown interest in being. He's only shown interest in coffee
I'm
and
not gonna.
stealing supplies from the Foundation.
I'm not gonna click it just yet.
William,
Anyways.
listen to me. You need to isolate yourself in the infirmary with Dr. Johnson and avoid contact with other Foundation employees. Do you understand
Let's
me?
see.
Yes,
Pronoun.
sir.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Things are getting out of hand here. There are power outages, and electronic devices keep shutting down.
He doesn't have the power to do that.
He does now. He's a scary black man. Okay.
I just spat
I'll
on my
stop saying
monitor.
things like that if you prove it's not being racist.
I just spat on my monitor.
If you prove they're not being racist, then I will stop saying it, but they literally removed the brown out of him. And then they keep doing things that would be totally racist against him if he had his brown skin.
Canubia screaming in rage.
They're
Fine,
just
I'm on my
weirdly
way.
racist against 303. Is it because he's a brown SE?
Yes.
I mean,
Anyways.
yes,
Know
a
what I was
reddish
gonna do?
brown, but technically it's a real skin tone. A real brown.
Yeah. Anyways.
Do when I got to the Foundation. How do you stop an abnormal object that instills dreadful fear in you? But it didn't look like I'd be getting into the Foundation today anyway. What the hell?
You know what? Treat him like you treat
Agent
every
Vincent
other
Miller,
black
what's
man.
going on here?
Yeah.
Central office has got a distress signal from this area. Containment breach.
Shit! Let me in!
This is a quarantine zone, sir. No one goes in or out until
Don't worry
further
about
notice.
it, Nubian.
William, what the hell is going on in there? This thing is roaming around the zone. Many have already died, killing them all with fear.
But what about
What?
the power?
The man behind the door. The lights and electronic devices
I
go
think we
haywire
should
when
add
he's
the
around.
added violence to 4, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh
It's
no!
just a dude.
The
Yeah.
black man has become all powerful, and he's angry that we're not treating him like a person.
So many clips can be made from this stream right now. So many clips.
I'm sorry, that's what I get when they show clips like that. That's what's running through my head, that he's actually has never shown any sign of getting angry at any point anyway. Uh,
Anyways.
Half the containment cells are open. Objects are roaming free. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. Hang on. Don't go near the door. I'll find a way to help you. Barney Hook. It all started with him. Hopefully he can shed some light on this mess.
What?
I drove to the nursing home.
What?
Either one of these two Barney Hooks was an imposter or I didn't have a clue what was going on.
Mr. Hook, you have a visitor.
Good afternoon. My
Why
name is Vincent Miller.
do they have an old man?
you know what? Some people have a fetish for older men and older women.
So are foxes.
So this is, I guess, an area for them. They've been doing a lot of show the nude people, so they're going for the old man now.
Don't go near the door. He's gonna go near the door.
I'm an employee at the Department of Defense. What does the department need from an old man like me? You see, we're running an investigation and would like to see if you could recall strange events that happened to you in 1943. I understand it was a long time ago and you may not remember. October 28, 1943. I remember like it was yesterday. Kept silent about it for a long time, afraid of the consequences. But at this point, and at my age, what's there to lose? I had just been transferred to the USS Eldridge. The war was raging, but our destroyer anchored near Norfolk. We were examined by doctors. Scientists were setting up some equipment on board, but never told us why. They were running secret experiments? Those were the rumors. Something about teleportation. No idea.
What?
I will say one thing. The compass of the ship would go crazy.
Why is he moving forward?
Well, for the old man to be sexy bathing, he needs to move, I guess.
And the electronic device is haywire. That's when the eggheads tried to activate some kind of portal on the ship. A portal? What kind of portal? Where did it lead? No idea. The day before those events, I fell into the hole and broke my leg. I was decommissioned and ended up on shore duty. On the 28th of October, a thunderstorm was raging across the bay. It was strong, the strongest I'd ever seen. Then something happened on the Eldridge. They must have activated the portal after all. Why do you think that? Just rumors, really, told by those who had survived that hell. They say they saw some creatures with red skin inside the portal and was struck with terrible fear. So
Oh my
terrible that
God.
half of the crew returned
So
to
now
shore in
there's
body
more than
bags.
one brown man. Now there's a world of brown men, and we must fear them. Yeah, you know that this is me holding on to them being super racist.
Oh my god. And creatures? This is-
Please, just correct me when I say it doesn't sound racist when you put context that he's supposed to be brownish red. I mean, reddish brown. I'm sorry, but there's no way around it, right?
Multiple breaks a window.
You're not correct.
They also claimed that one of their own had been dragged
Exactly.
into the portal. Who? Do you remember his name? Not anymore. Some poor fella. After that, the experiment was classified and the USS Eldridge was scrapped. I kept thinking, though, what would have happened to me if I hadn't have broken my leg back then? But what were those creatures? No idea. I'm tired, young man. Too much air is bad for me. Yeah, of course. I'm
What?
sorry. Thank you,
What?
Mr. Hook. I was
What
clueless.
does that
If
mean?
in
Too much
1940
air is bad for him?
Asthma, maybe?
No, that's not how scars work. Scars don't randomly hurt if you give them air.
I don't
That
know.
makes no sense.
You're supposed to get fresh air. USS Eldridge. Oh yeah, that was the name of the ship.
43, Barney Hook wasn't on the ship, and he never got into the portal. Then where did young Barney Hook come from now? Unless the portal on the ship not only led to a different time, but also to a different world? And then I remembered yesterday's thunderstorm. A storm this strong was last recorded on October 28, 1943. It must have activated the portal in our time. That's how Barney Hook, from a parallel reality where he never broke his leg, ended up here. He must have brought along a parasitic creature that lives between worlds with him. The man behind the...
totally ignore the part of the story where he said, yeah, they did a bunch of tests for teleporting and copying people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sounds like they literally could have just put a copy of the man into a portal.
Yeah.
I have the
Is
Cyclops
this
thing again.
story?
Okay.
Don't worry. No, don't worry, Keelan. I don't know either.
The doors of all worlds. We need to get him back to where he came from. Shit, that portal could be anywhere in the bay. Miller.
This is Captain Orwell. Sir, we've swept the entire coast. Our guys even searched the sea floor. There's nothing here that resembles a portal, but there is a sunken warship further on.
It's there. It should be the USS Eldridge. The portal would be...
That's how they spell Eldritch.
Let's just... That's not how you... You know what, let's just keep going.
in the same place as it was in 1943.
I took a screenshot to her hatchet later.
Now
but-
all I have to do is lure
Yeah.
you out,
Right,
man
so-
behind the door. On my way to the Foundation, I explained the situation to the central office and got permission to finish this case. Agent Vincent Miller.
Yes, sir. We were briefed about the situation. Ready to follow your orders.
It wouldn't be easy. We had no other choice.
Sir, we found the ship. It's in bad shape, but there's something here. You were right. Looks like some sort of portal.
Good work, Orwell. Stay close. We'll be there soon.
Hurry up,
Orwell,
sir. Looks like the portal is collapsing.
No time to waste then. Do we have the image?
Yes, sir. Great. Let her in.
I'm scared. Please don't.
I don't enjoy the idea of using young girls as bait, but there were no other Class D employees at hand, and we were running out of time. In the short time I had, I devised a plan and put it into action. We'd lead the
I
Class
don't think
D
you
into the
need
base
to
so
know
that...
I don't think you need to be told how this is racist.
the object would catch hold of her. Then we would reel in the man behind the door without losing any more key employees. Come on. Where is that bastard? D-12303. Do you see that door ahead? Open it.
I don't want to do this.
Let's not forget about the shock collar on your neck.
Fine. I hate all of you motherfuckers. Oh my god, I feel him. Red. Horrific. I'm scared.
The camera's offline. Got you now. Pull her out and prepare the vacuum-sealed mobile containment cell. Now all we have to do is get the cell holding the class...
They put her in a box.
Yes, she's in a box. There's nothing less terrifying than being in a small, confined space. There's not literally a phobia for that.
Nasty into the portal.
That portal looks like a fiery anus.
Here's the thing they said earlier. We swept the entire deep sea floor. We swept the entire land area. We didn't see anything. How the fuck do you not see this above the water?
They even have the two separate rings for the muscles. The inner ring and the outer ring.
I'm afraid there's a problem, sir. The portal's shrunk too far and the containment cell won't fit through it. Ah, shit. Fine. Open the cell. We'll try and force the girl into the portal. Sounds risky, sir. We don't have time for another plan. Orwell, as soon as the cell is fully open, activate the taser on the collar and get her into the portal. Roger that, sir. Come on, hurry up!
I'm trying. It's not working.
Shit, something's wrong. Damn it! Now I see why the girl didn't react. She'd already died of fear and... Shit! Jesus! No!
Agent Miller, sir, are you all right?
Don't get near me! The monster had gotten into my head. I could feel
my
it
God.
rummaging through my
Why
thoughts.
do they just have a
He
random
fed on
hole
my
in their
fears
head?
and...
Now that it's not transparent in any way, we can see it's not an eye or anything. It's literally just a hole.
Yeah, and plus you can only see 10% of its body at a given time. You can't see its full body. We don't even know what its full body looks like.
was draining my life. Come on, Vincent. You know what you have to do to finish this.
To a brown person.
Yeah.
Miller, he sacrificed himself.
Orders, sir?
Rendezvous back
When
at
can it
base.
train
We're
light?
gonna need
I
to
don't
clean
know.
up the mess that thing
It
made
doesn't.
there.
Philadelphia 2022.
You already know my feelings on all of this.
Yes. Oh my god. He got sent to a different
Yeah, Barry,
SCP
the
world.
thunderstorm riled us all up here too. Yeah, I heard last time a storm this strong came through was October 28, 2000. Could you imagine? I'll call you back. Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Where am I? How do you know my name? Wait, am I in the Foundation?
Don't worry, we've gone through your documents and we've seen that you had served the Foundation 22 years ago. Can you tell me what happened to you?
22 years ago? Oh, damn. That's right. The portal. Am I really? I told the doctor the story of Object 303 and how I jumped into the portal and, apparently, how the thunderstorm must have yanked me into the future.
Goodness, you've been through a lot. Get some rest. You'll be asked to answer a lot of questions later.
Wait,
Oh my God.
what about the man behind the door? I didn't bring him into the base, did I?
Goodness, you've been through a lot. Get some rest. You'll be asked to answer a lot of questions later.
Glad to hear it. Would I be able to take a bath? I'm already having a hard time breathing.
What are you talking about?
Well, these gills aren't gonna clean themselves. Come on, Doc. I really need to get into the water or
What?
I'll suffocate.
Oh my god.
Jesus, you have gills!
Wait, you don't? Oh, God. I understand now. Just like Barney Hook, I moved not only through time, but into a parallel universe. Seriously, though, I could die.
I'll get someone to help.
That's why they were in baths. Oh my god. No, I think that's why they were in baths. And that's how they made the goddamn excuse. They were in baths the entire time.
I'm still standing that I'm pretty sure that was not the real reason. They just added the gills. So it's like, see, we're not perverts, see?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? What's wrong?
The man behind the door.
I can't get out. There's someone standing outside the door.
Anyways. Alright. So onto the rubric. For Anubians, this is probably your first time. For the rubric, we have a removal of character size license, 4 being the worst, and 0 being not bad at all. Okay, so we have removal of character size license, added gore or violence, clickbait thumbnail, deviates from the plot of the article, and only men in the video / offensiveness. So, anyways, after a good description, removal of characters, that's nice. They removed everything.
Yeah, they removed every character. They even technically removed the SCP. They literally took the brown out of him.
So yeah, added gore or violence. Somehow they did.
4. Also, don't you love it how they not just removed the brown from his skin, but they made it look like flesh?
Yeah. Anyways, devious from the plot of the article.
4.
Yes. And not even gonna say anything for offensiveness.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yay!
Yeah, alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Jerry, you, since this is Nubia's first time, why don't you give them a brief rundown of previous SCPs we've done? Anyways, I'll be back.
They did not connect unrelated SCPs. This is just something this content farm commonly likes to do. They take an SCP and they change either everything about the SCP or almost everything about SCP. Sometimes they also connect SCPs that are unrelated, but this was not one of those times. Like, let's take a commonly known SCP this content farm has touched. Like 610. The Flesh That Hates. Do you know what the Flesh That Hates is? If you don't, then I'll go to a different SCP that's a little less aggressive. Should we speak about 106? Everyone want? Okay. Do you know about 106, the old man? The old man is an entity that looks like an old man if the old man had black skin. Not brown, not any other color, just black, like ink black sort of black. Come on. Alarm, why are you on?
I return.
Welcome back.
How much? What all did I miss?
They made it so everyone was scared of the black man. There were many black men and they were scary. Oh, fear the black man. It doesn't
Great,
count
I'm
as a
also
black
back.
man anymore because we removed his skin. He's not brown anymore. He's just red and flesh. Totally not racist anymore, even though it was super racist. As you can tell, it was rated a 0.
Yeah, also, look at the first picture Jerry posted in Corner VC.
Instead of making the head a mouth, they made it a normal person head with a hole in the head and with a mouth on the face. He has a chin now. He doesn't have a nose or anything, but he has a chin.
What
which
the
he did not have
fuck?
before. And they added a hole instead of an eyeball. We later saw that it was not an eyeball since he was since they were semi-transparent at that point, we could not tell if that was an eyeball or a hole.
Oh yeah, we also saw more than 10% of the body.
Also, look at the picture below that one.
USS
telling.
Eldridge. Go ahead.
Do you notice the spelling?
Yes.
They were saying a USS Eldritch, like Eldritch God. Not that.
Yes.
And they misspelled Eldritch.
I mean, listen, we all love the USS ELD Ridge.
Yeah, and also apparently 303 came from another dimension and fed on fear.
And there's many of them. Many scary black men. I'm sorry, but with how they were treating the SCP, especially using scared white women to lure him out, there's no way I'm not pointing out how super racist that was.
Keelan,
The entire thing.
I don't think it came from gills. They gave them gills. The 303 attacked a dimension where everyone had gills, and that's why everyone was in a bathtub. That was a constant thing, Hatchet. People were in bathtubs.
Yeah, that was not why they were in bathtubs. They added that so they could have everyone naked.
Yes.
Very close to the window, there's smoke. Okay.
Suddenly, I'm glad that I spent that time giving my mom a back rub and watching the dumb recap episode of Korra Season 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. Apparently my DVD player broke. So I can't watch the Avatar shit. And my computer's a shit fit with the Xbox when I connect it.
Right, would you like to show Hatchet some of the highlights of the crap show?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. Anyways.
Are you sure? No crap
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, through most of the video, I basically just commented here and there, mostly because I was so pissed that they removed the brown from the SCP's skin tone and changed it in a way that they didn't have to make him a brown person, that I literally added the brown guy or the brown people every time they spoke about the 303. Because he's fucking reddish brown. He's a brown guy. Not a guy, person, non-gendered person.
Hatchet, I also made a joke saying, this string will have multiple clips because of this video.
I see.
It's a joke, but anyways, the next SCP,
I'm sorry, but they were treating the 303 as so scary and terrifying and like this big murderous thing and super interested in naked white women. There's no way I couldn't make all the comments I did during the video.
Anyways.
You can't make me not.
Wait, now that I realize it, I don't think there was a single black person in that video.
There was 303. There was 303!
But they were red in the video.
Yes, because they removed his brown on purpose, remember?
Yeah, so that means the entire video was just filled with white people.
White people scared of the brown guy. Sorry, brown people. All of them scared of a group of brown people. Remember the one woman who accidentally turned the shower on too hot and fell down and almost died because she was so scared of brown man?
Anyways.
Sorry, brown person.
Yeah.
I keep misgendering 303. I'm sorry, 303.
Anyways, Hatchet, you're saying?
So, I'm expecting a lot of stuff to happen in 2025. There's a lot of potentially terrible shit on the horizon. But, you know, I don't think my 2020 expectations included someone managing to make an absurdly racist version of the 303 story. That wasn't on my bucket list.
Well, You know about content farms, they don't like to be accurate. But
Anyways.
they did love showing off naked people. Naked men, naked women, an old guy.
Yeah. So the next SCP is from the Russian branch and has to be English translated because there's no English translation of it.
English translate. Right, you can just say that you have to put it through the Google Chrome translator function.
It's fine to admit it. It's fine. Fine.
It's fine. It sounded like you were about to cry, Jerry.
Sorry, I was trying not to cough and I coughed anyway.
Yes. Yeah. So, anyways, this SCP is SCP 1372-RU. Whatever amuses a child.
Oh wait, Bright, we can't see it in Discord.
Oh, do you want me to show in Discord? Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot.
That'd be a good idea.
Alright, so you can follow along. There you go. That should be it. Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Item SCP-1372-RU. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1372 is to be contained in a sealed, soundproof cubicle cell measuring 1.5 meters on a cube, equipped with a sensor that reacts to the absence of sound for more than 5 seconds. The cell is to be placed in a 5 by 5 meter containment chamber with the ability to administer rapid-acting gaseous sedatives. The chamber is to be monitored by video surveillance via automated non-AI monitoring systems. In the event that the monitoring system alerts the object to atypical behavior, the video signal is to be reviewed by a Foundation employee with a CMU. Level of mental stability. Okay. Not less than 4 points. In the absence of signs of violation of the conditions of detention, the video signal must be transmitted with a delay of 50 seconds. The duration of continuous observation by one person must not exceed 20 minutes. Foundation employees exposed to uncontrolled exposure to the object must be immediately sedated for at least 6 hours and treated with amnestics. Access to the object is permitted only during experiments. All experiments must be approved by Dr. Senitsen and conducted only in the containment chamber. Priority is given to experiments aimed at investigating thaumaturgic methods of manipulating the object. SCP-1372-1 is to be contained in a standard humanoid containment cell and undergo daily psychotherapy sessions with an assigned Foundation psychologist. Recordings of these sessions are to be provided to the Foundation Theology Department. Access to public areas is prohibited until the object is confirmed to be non-anomalous. D-516453 is to be released from monthly rotation and kept in a standard humanoid containment cell. Requests from -1 to communicate with D-516453 are to be reviewed by the Foundation psychologist assigned to the object. Description: SCP-1372 appears to be a human female approximately 9 years of age. The subject does not age, nor does it experience any biological needs, and will ignore any attempts by outside entities to satisfy them. This, coupled with its lack of response to sedatives, suggests that it is not metabolizing substances. Samples taken upon initial containment are consistent with a non-anomalous healthy child and do not exhibit the anomalous properties associated with the subject. The subject's clothing is consistent with the 18th century crossed out, consisting of a cotton sarafan, and is not subject to aging or wear. Any contamination will slowly disappear from clothing as well from the surface of this object's body. The mechanism of this phenomenon has not been studied. from 20 minutes for minor strains for 48 hours for substances such as dry blood. Alright. SCP-1372 cries constantly producing profuse tears. However, tears do not accumulate in the room, and based on humidity analysis of the air in the containment chamber, do not evaporate. Samples of tears are consistent with non-anomalous human tears. Like other samples, they do not exhibit anomalous properties when separated from the object. Any human capable of seeing or hearing 1372 is subjected to a powerful mental compulsion. Up to 4 points on the Schmidt scale. This effect also extends to audio and video surveillance broadcast, both cases in a significantly weakened form. Oh god, what happened? Why is it all in Russian again?
Press. Can you repress the translate thing?
I did. Wait, I can't.
Oh,
Try looking.
Okay,
Yeah,
there it
there we
goes.
go.
I don't know why that happened. But anyways. Oh, what the
Who knows?
hell? Anyways.
press it again.
Fuck's sake. Google Chrome, I always translate Russian. There we go. Anyways, but not all materials transmitted more than 1 minute after the recorded signal. Affected subjects show a desire to calm 1372, perceiving it as their first priority. The object ignores all conventional methods of consolation. Persuasion promises non-aggressive physical contact. Questioning gives threats, orders, distraction. The only way to bring 1372 out of its crying state is violence committed by subjects against living beings, including self-violence or accidents. If any of the above occurs within a subject's field of vision, the object will react positively to this, first by stopping crying, and then by starting to laugh. Upon noticing such a reaction, subjects will begin to profusely inflict violence on each other without resisting and demonstrating a sharp increase in the pain threshold. The more painful and or life-threatening the actions performed by the subjects, the more expressive the object's reaction. If a subject is alone with the object, they will harm themselves up to and including death. If no subjects within 1372's field of vision are capable of experiencing pain, it will enter a crying state within 30 seconds. If a subject is forcibly rendered unconscious or incapable of functioning and separated from 1372, the effects of the mental effects will persist for 4 hours. During this time, the subject will attempt to return to the object, and if deprived of this ability, will attempt to create video footage to console the object. Videos like this don't serve their intended purpose. Anyway. A secondary effect of mental compulsion is that involuntary actions performed by subjects after several successful attempts to comfort the object. The subject will involuntarily cause themselves mild pain or discomfort, resulting in a positive reaction from 1372. Only those who are completely paralyzed can avoid this effect. If the event that the subject is unable to elicit a positive reaction from the object, data expunged. See Experiments 13 and 14. SCP-1372-1 is data expunged. See Incident 1372-1, Theological and Theological Research required. There is likely to be a tertiary mental impact of approximately 2 points on the Schmidt scale, which excludes thoughts of causing harm to the object. Verification required. Discovery history. During a routine investigation of local folklore, MTF-PI-3 storytellers was conducting an investigation of a tainted forest near Redacted. SCP-1372 was discovered standing in the middle of the forest near the remains of a wooden dwelling, later dated to the 18th century. Upon being affected by the object, 2 MTF members with insufficient mental resistance used weapons against each other before being quickly incapacitated by a mimetic agent being fed to their visors by the MTF commander. The remaining MTF members placed the object under containment. The remains of redacted people were also found near the site of the discovery, the earliest dating back to the 18th century. The latest belonging to Redacted and Redacted, police officers who went missing on Redacted during an investigation into a missing person from the nearby village of Redacted. Alright, applications. A brief summary of experiments. Responsible for experiments, Dr. Zenison. Experiment number 1. The subject is subjected to a full mental influence. The researcher who was observing the experiment remotely is subjected to a weakened influence interrupts the experiment. Conclusions. The OUS have been clarified. My IMU of 2.5 points is not enough even to look through the cameras for a long time. We need to figure this out, otherwise we won't be able to conduct a normal study. Experiments 2 to 9. The subject watches/listens to audio and video recordings of the object from various periods of time. The OWS have been clarified. Recordings of the object more than a minute old do not pose a mental threat. AI recruits perceive recent recordings of the object as disorienting information noise. What I hate about magic and other devilry is that sometimes, for some reason, they see the difference between information that was captured by one device, transmitted to another, and reproduced, and information that was captured by one device, transmitted to another, lay on it for a while, and was reproduced again. I was surprised that Vasia's reaction on the object was, but approved its memory theory, which is TSUII-3 Bezalev's. We will deal with the question of why such an ancient thing interacts with technology in this way. Last of all, a neural network without AI can filter audio communications from the sound of crying. Experiments 10 to 12, data removed. Treatment of subjects with amnestics is effective only after mental influence of the object has completely ceased. The pain threshold of the subjects increases significantly. Animals are not subject to mental influence, but can serve as material for causing a positive reaction in the object. I don't know what else I expected. 3 corpses, 3 wounded demon, 2 trampled lab rats. I think there's no point in conducting new experiments with the number of subjects and the tools of self-mutilation available to them. Otherwise, the ethics committee will decide that I am a maniac. The subject doesn't respond to attempts at contact, only cries and laughs. I doubt that she's even intelligent. I just need to check a few details, and then I can assign her safe and put her in a box. Experiment 13. The immobilized subject was able to induce convulsions in himself in the 4th minute of the experiment. Subsequently, the subject demonstrated signs of mental disorders of the paranoid spectrum and various phobias. Repeated treatment with amnestics did not improve his condition. The object poses a long-term psychological threat. I have a bad feeling about this. If amnestics can't stop it from affecting your psyche, then this thing is more dangerous than it seemed. Experiment 14. Sensors on the body of the medically paralyzed subject show a risk of heart attack in the 10th minute of the experiment, after which the experiment was terminated. During the subsequent interrogation, the subject constantly cried or laughed hysterically. Almost all articulate speech was schizophasic. The few coherent fragments of speech contained descriptions of hell in Orthodox Christian interpretation, as well as apocalyptic plots referring to the revelation of John the Theologian. It is noteworthy that the subject was never previously been interested in religious topics. Further investigation by theologians and thaumaturges of the Foundation is required. No more long experiments. I'll check a couple more nuisances, and then I'll wait for the cool Padres. Incident log 1372/1, which occurred during experiment 15. Experiment 15, objective of the experiment, testing mental influence on a subject with pronounced antipathy to the object. Subjects D-516453. Notes: the subject is convicted of a series of murders with episodic manifestations of Not saying that. The psychological picture demonstrates pronounced sadism towards children. The UMU test showed a result of 3.5 points. Course of the experiment, the subject enters the containment chamber for 40 seconds. He shouts threats at the object, demanding that he shut up immediately. Seeing the effectiveness of the method, he abruptly covers his face with his hand, miscalculating the speed and accidentally hitting himself on the bridge of the nose. The object stops crying and lets out a chuckle. Subject rips off the communication headset and tramples on it. The observer is unable to observe the experiment in real time, but does not notice this. Mistakenly accompanying sounds for interference, asking the subject for 30 seconds why he is not responding, when urging him to comply. Immediately after the destruction of the means of communication, the subject shouts, "Are you laughing, little redacted? I'm going to scare you now." And then moves towards the object. The object suddenly shows signs of fear. At the same time, another entity materializes in the corner of the containment chamber, appearing to be a 9-year-old girl in a cotton sundress. The subject does not notice it, grabs SCP-1372, and data expunged. The materialized entity laughs loudly for redacted. At the moment, the new entity materializes on the video recording with a 60-second delay. The observer experiences confusion and switches the video signal to a live broadcast. He is immediately mentally affected, despite the fact that the effect never manifested itself during his previous line of observation. He continues observation for 3 minutes, after which he leaves his post in order to enter the containment chamber. By the time the researcher arrives, the subject notices the entity has materialized and becomes confused, showing signs of intense pain. He ceases his actions, turns away from the subject, and pounds on the containment chamber's airlock door, demanding to be released. At this point, the observer opens the airlock and enters the containment chamber, immediately attacking the subject. The subject strikes him several times and throws him into the hallway. The researcher had not closed the airlock door, using his security clearance to bypass standard protocol. After which he hesitates for 5 seconds, returns to the subject, and carries him out of the containment chamber. MTF RHO-8, all quiet in Baghdad, arrives on alert and opens fire with non-lethal weapons on everyone in the hallway, then brings SCP-1372 into the containment chamber upon discovering a laughing entity in the form of a girl approximately 9 years old. The MTF members become confused, the entity stops laughing and begins crying. MTF recognizes object's characteristics and immediately leaves the containment chamber, with 1372 closing the airlock. Dr. Snitson is sedated and administered amnestics. Examination shows no long-term effects. SCP-1372 was presumably lost in its anomalous abilities. She's been given medical attention. Interrogation reveals a clear discrepancy between her psychological age and her biological age. D-516453 is interrogated, demonstrating a high willingness to cooperate. According to him, at the moment of establishing direct visual contact with the new entity, he experienced extremely realistic and painful hallucinations. His request for amnestic treatment was denied. Members of MTF RO8 were reprimanded for discussing the use of amnestics on individuals without appropriate level of clearance, under the pretext that they'll be used on him anyway. The newly manifested entity has been identified as Redacted, a resident of Redacted. It displays all the anomalous properties previously associated with 1372. Conclusion. Containment procedures have been revised, object destination has been changed to 1372-1, and a newly manifested entity has been redesignated as 1372. Team Lead's note. I'm furious. Before the begin, sometimes I hate my job. This is one of those times. So I just decided to test the subject's personality against mental influence. Found a guy who definitely wouldn't spare a crying child. And so one wonderful redacted morning, I wake up, read the notification that I was given amnesia yesterday, climb into the reports, and find out that now we have a girl who, judging by the interrogation protocols, spent about 300 years in hell. A redacted child hater who pulled her out of there. Judging by the interrogation protocols, he is now a demon hater. These creatures are worse than even children, he said, and I don't know whether to laugh or scream in impotent rage at this damn broken world, to whom she is grateful for the rest of her life, and another girl who took her place. Mira, this is not her real name. Natasha she forgot a real long time ago. Staff psychologist of Zone 43, Natalia Kuznetsova. This is the most terrible child I have ever seen. The way she talks and what she talks about makes me break out in cold sweat. To be honest, I don't remember what exactly is so scary about it, because every time I listen to her, I take amnesiacs. And since I voluntarily do this, then it's probably better not to know. Our psychologists and psychiatrists who work with her must be real heroes. I heard from them that when she was asked how much pain she was in, where she broke her finger without blinking an eye and said disappointingly, "No, not even close." They tried to explain to her that she wouldn't harm her own health like that, otherwise she could die. And she even had a fit of hysterics because she thought she would end up there after she died. Psychologists say that she was subjected to very sophisticated torture for a long time, giving her time to recover and gradually increasing the intensity. But now she seems to feel very well and considers the conditions of the tension almost heavenly. She is obedient and absolutely diligent, but I cannot allow her into public areas until she is examined by specialists in demonism. For now, she is doing well in her detention cell. The last nuance that I wanted to clarify during the experiments was the possibility of a tertiary effect of mental influence. There is no.
Real quick.
What?
That real quick. That word is tertiary.
Oh, tertiary. Okay, thank you. Tertiary effect of mental influence. There was such a thought. Why does no one try to harm the girl herself? It's not even my thought. Sakir suggested it to me. MTFPI-3 Commander, these storytellers, who has a mental stability of about an AI, I'm assuming, until he asked about it. I hadn't even thought about the idea of such an experiment, which is strange to me. I didn't even consider that the subject was capable of trying to harm the object, and no one except Sakir apparently had such thoughts either. And even when he asked me this question, I did not tighten security measures, letting a potentially dangerous test subject into the containment chamber. For some reason, it seemed to me that the subject must be revoked to do something like this, and I did not even bother to separate the object and the subject with the glass in this experiment. And you know what? It's better not to find out. The current hypothesis is that the attempt to harm this object leads to the transfer of the object to a new body, and sends the previous occupant of this body to a worse place. I'm not very good with all this metaphysics, forgive me. If anyone tries to test it, I will personally raise the ethics committee, which will definitely not approve of third graders taking excursions to the underworld. Alright, so there was definitely some errors within the translation.
Okay, let's just be completely clear. This SCP is not going to be covered even remotely respectfully by this content farm.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I am dreading where they will take this given the subject matter.
Yeah, the second
Especially with how the demon was transferred.
the second I saw that P word, I was like, oh no. Like, the article handled it fine. It's the content farm is going to handle it horribly.
Well, yeah, the SCP Foundation always handles it wonderfully. That's not the issue. This is the SCP file is wonderful. It's showing something that was very horrible and the Foundation person working on it is very upset about the whole situation. But that is neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Content farms are known to be delicate. Especially not this one. Have you seen the ratings we've been giving them?
I am
Yeah.
We
dreading
don't do
this
that
with you,
because we
Hatchet.
want to.
My like literally my only issue with the article itself is like
Yeah, it got transferred.
uh
Kaylin.
my only issue with the article itself
Mm-hmm.
is like the standard deeply ingrained misusing of some terms,
Ah,
but like
I don't think
the
it's
SCP
known.
article handled it well.
Yeah, I don't think it's fully well known how it got transferred, Kaylin. It just transferred to new body when I think given in a dangerous situation. For
Yeah,
him.
when the child was harmed, the demon transferred to some other person,
Yeah,
leaving the body of the initial subject, who was then taken in by the Foundation,
yeah,
who had
it's
apparently been in
yeah.
hell for like 3 centuries.
Yeah, it's unknown how it happens, and I don't think they want to know how. From what it said in the end, I kind of want to know what the article has without the errors, because there was obviously some errors near the end.
Yeah, there was a handful of mix-ups.
Yeah, I want to read it like yeah. So I looked at the thumbnail and I'm confused. That's a thumbnail. It's the right number, but
What? Is there like is there a 1372 that's not RU?
there is, but
Well, they
I
have RU right on there, see?
yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but like
I think when I looked it up,
my
I think it was about a boat. So it still doesn't make any sense.
my first thought was like, what if it's like, what if this thing is so poorly put together that they mixed these articles up somehow?
Let's see.
I don't think so. Why don't we click
It's a
for
geodesic
click
segment
page?
along redacted W longitude extending from redacted S to redacted S latitude. Yeah, it's an
By the
area that ships cross. It has nothing to do with this creature.
by the way, you've got the
Oh, right, I forgot.
Discord thing. Let me take a look at it. What's the number again?
I got it showing right now in Discord.
Well, I'm asking so I can punch it into my browser.
Oh, 1372.
1372.
Yeah, it's just an area that ships cross and something bad will happen.
It is now linked in screen planning.
So wait. So what they so huh? I am so confused. Unless oh wait. Wait a minute. When was this article made? Last edited February 8th, 2023. Okay. January 28th, 2023 was the video made. It might have been rechanged to a different anomaly.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Then again, it wasn't that far away. Right here on the date. I'm so confused.
Well, remember, this isn't the first time they've greatly changed an SCP.
Yeah,
So
you're
let's see if
right.
they have any of the content from the SCP they are pretending to. Let's just see how inaccurate it is. Let's go in.
Are you
Yeah,
still
let's
looking at
go
the
ahead.
SCP? Anyways, what's
No,
the thumbnail?
I was skimming it. What do you think is our rating for the thumbnail?
4.
4!
Alright. Okay, so they even call it 1372-RU, radioactive mutations.
Why
There
don't we look
has
up SCP radioactive mut? Let's look. No, why don't we give them the benefit of the doubt and look up 1372 radioactive mutations. Yep, only their video comes up.
Yeah, only their video comes up. There's SCP
So
4798,
it
SCP
never existed
7219.
as anything besides their video version of it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's uh what is that other SCP article that you said pops up as well?
SCP 4798 and SCP 7219.
Let's see.
Why is it always 4? You know why. You know why. You know why it's always 4.
I think it might actually. I don't know how they could have fucked it up this bad, but I think they might actually be talking about 4798.
Should we read 4798 just in case?
Alright, I'm
Let
seeing.
me, like, I'm trying to do a quick pass through to see if anything remotely like shown in that thing.
Let's see. Oh, well, oh, they got a location and a description. SCP-1372-RU is a marble cave of unknown depth somewhere in Siberia.
Wait, which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at the video description. So if they actually did that correctly, so if that has anything to do with Siberia in that one,
This article does not appear to have anything to do with Siberia. What's the other one?
7219.
7219.
Wait. No. We're just trying to find this fucking SCP. It's cool. Well, it's obviously not 5536, an incident with a camcorder that emitted radioactive particles. I highly doubt it.
Why don't we just watch to see if it gives any more hints? Because
Yeah, because I don't think we'll be able to know.
Wait a minute.
What, you found it?
On 9798,
97, 98?
I mean 4798, sorry.
47, 98. I was like, that's not an SCP yet.
It mentions border controls are to be outfitted in BCS Mark V class hazmat suits.
Mm-hmm.
And the terrible picture shows someone in a hazmat suit.
True. Wait, we could try and play a little bit of the video to see if they actually say the right number. Because they could do
Fair
that.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's just play the video. Hell, you know what? What we could do is just watch the video in complete confusion and then look at the article that it seems to be based off of, change things up a little bit.
Yeah. We can do that. Anyways, here's the description. SCP-1372-RU is a marble cave of unknown depth somewhere in Siberia. The cave has anomalous radiation background which increases as you go deeper in it. The cave is home to many unusual phenomena. Radioactive mucus, insects creating this mucus, and mutated human beings. So what happened there? The SCP Foundation is trying to unravel the mystery. Wait, you know what that could have happened?
What?
What if the original SCP author sent them sent them like either a strike or a warning or something like that, and that's why they changed the name?
Not sure.
Well,
Go
let's
ahead
watch it. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not racist.
Yeah. All right. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Well, if we see a little girl, then we know it's right as. All right.
Victor, I don't have much time. Listen carefully.
Mikhail? I didn't expect to hear from you. Is everything all right?
Yes, listen. I'm in Belia Rika, in the mountains, not far from the Chersky Range.
What are you doing there? And
Listen to me. We were searching for some missing tourists. Their camp. It's like it was abandoned in a hurry or something. I don't know what the hell happened here. We found a large marble cave nearby, but soon after, the rescue team I came with just up and disappeared. I'm all alone. I saw some strangers on snowmobiles just now. They had a strange emblem on their jackets. It looked like a star. Look, if something happens to me...
Mikhail? Mikhail!
Okay, wait. I have an idea how we can find this.
Why?
Because the incident being described here sounds eerily familiar to an actual case of disappearances in Russia. So if I find the correct name for said disappearances and I search that SCP, I might find the actual article.
Okay.
Oh, what's the name of this? Something Pass. It's not in the modern day. It was forever ago. Russian. Dyatlov Pass incident. So if I take that, Dyatlov Pass SCP.
Yeah, I also just right now use the Wayback Machine, and it's barely changed since 2022, which is before the video came out. So yeah, they definitely used the wrong one, or they decided, oh, you know what? They might have not known this SCP existed and decided to make their own.
You know what they probably did?
What?
They didn't understand the SCP, so they probably lazy changed it.
That could be too. They could have not translated it and decided to just make their own.
Or they did translate it and decide to do this to get around the weird subject.
Yeah.
Is it even worth trying to watch this at this point?
Let's keep going. We've barely seen a few seconds.
I just want to see how bad it gets.
We're supposed to rate it on accuracy, after all. If they have the wrong SCP number, honestly, it's their own fault.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at this point, at this point, I'm wondering if this is even worth it with this particular video. If it's so divorced from any actual SCPs that they're just telling their own story, what's the goddamn point?
Just remember, we're supposed to watch these and rate these for people who fall for the content farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this. My brother and I had always had a passion for science. We both majored in biology, wrote our thesis together. Hell, we even received our first grant together. But went our separate ways soon after. Mikhail only seemed interested in making money. While he was trying to cash in on our research, I was widening my knowledge. As a young, talented scientist, I was invited to work in the States and later joined the SCP Foundation. As for my brother, he got stuck in the Russian province. We hadn't been in touch for several years now, but recently, he called me to tell me about a strange discovery he had made. Later, I got a call from a town in Siberia and learned that they'd found the burnt remains of Mikhail.
How you holding up, Victor?
So his brother just
I'm
so
alright.
happens. His brother just so happens to be in the U.S. branch of the SCP Foundation. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, sure.
Even though there's
Well, he's
Russian
making about the
names.
United States.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say, Jerry?
This content farm always makes it about the United States.
Of course they do.
So this video might be racist towards Russian people.
Might be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry I said it like that. Let's keep going.
Ma'am. We had just graduated. Those are our medals we received in our department. I still wear mine. Mikhail has always been reckless. I remember one time we were skiing and got buried under an avalanche. My brother got a nasty fracture in his left arm. The surgeons had to put it back together piece by piece.
Why don't you take some time off? Go back home, give your brother a proper funeral.
That doesn't sound reckless. That literally sounds like an accident.
Yeah, also her voice is horrible.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. White.
White is a real last name.
I know.
Almost forgot how cold the motherland could get. Bilaya Rika. What a shithole. They told me my brother lived here before he died. More like got stuck here.
Damn jackals. They ruined the engine. They won't let me leave.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a hotel. Can you help me?
You! I won't tell anyone. I swear. Just leave me alone.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right. No funny business in the room. And
fuck?
keep
Why is there just a random phone, teddy bear, makeup?
I feel like this is some amount of extreme racism. Like when a Russian goes to a hotel, that's all they're going to leave in a cubby. You know what? Let's just keep watching this.
Yeah.
the TV volume down. Here is your key.
What a warm welcome.
What?
Oh, I said, did these guys stay here recently?
Well, yes.
Wait, there's an inhaler.
I guess someone's dead.
Yeah.
Well, so as a quick side note,
Yeah.
this is taking place in modern day, hence the smartphone.
Yeah.
So, why did that guy get ganked by people wearing Soviet uniforms?
Don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
Oh, choose streaming. Maybe I should go watch that instead of do this.
We love you.
Those ones never returned. Our mountain guide Ivan has returned though, but they never did. Some men tried to find
Return though
them,
sounds like
but also
Nintendo.
disappeared. Gone for good, I'd say. They'd only found the one who had been burned down to bones.
Yeah, it was the remains of my twin brother, Mikhail Nishayev.
I know the locals, but I don't recall him.
Huh. Then what's his medal doing over there?
Oh, that's my lost and found shelf. Someone must have dropped it here. You can have
That's
it
not
if you
how
want.
Lost and
I don't.
That's not how Lost and Found looks.
No, it does not. Why would you have lost and found where objects can be easily seen and stolen?
You see,
Well,
that's
not
Lost and-
stolen, but easily seen. You're not going to jump over and grab it. The issue is that's not designed how a Lost and Found looks.
Yeah. Yeah, Hatchet, were you gonna say something?
I forgot it.
Ah.
Need it.
Strange. Why wouldn't the locals know Mikhail? I had the feeling my brother had gotten into some trouble. I remembered him saying something about people with the star emblem on their clothes.
That's their Soviet symbol. Just a
Yes. So, wait, I guess it's not quite right because it's not hammer and sickle. Maybe that's a different symbol Soviet in nature that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the
You want me to
Spetsnaz
look
logo?
that up very quick? What the fuck
I
that means?
I just thought that might be the Spetsnaz logo, which is like
What?
the USSR version of the CIA.
I'm gonna look it up very quick.
Okay. I don't understand what's going on.
No, not the Spetsnaz logo. This is so fucking.
This is gonna be the worst SCP video we've done.
The Spetsnaz emblem looks eerily similar to the bat emblem from Batman, which is funny.
I tried to look the symbol up, but the closest I could get to was the hammer and sickle, which is not
Yeah.
it is not the symbol they put there.
So they made their own.
Maybe they're so. Maybe this is all just a ploy to do an anti-communism story, and they're so scared of the communism that they won't even use the hammer and sickle. They have to use the hammer in a star. I don't know.
Also,
Let's
while
just
trying to find the proper symbol, I did find a picture of some cool art that I will put.
phone.
I mean, that actually looks really cool. It's not what we're
Yeah.
looking for, but I give up.
Yeah. Let's just continue.
Yeah.
I asked the hostess about them.
Are you from the police or something? Enough with the questions, shoot!
I was gonna get some rest and clear my head, but I got a call from a local police officer.
My name is Natalia Klimova. I'm a
I
local
feel
police
like no
officer
one
here.
would talk like her.
Yeah.
It's like, I am looking into my twin brother's death, and she's like, why are you curious about your twin brother's death? Shoo! Police officer. Like,
What?
no, it's their brother.
And why is he now getting called a call from the local police in this place? He just got here.
Yeah.
In Belaya
Does
Reka.
this
I was the one who found
does this fucking Siberian town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Siberia, trademark, have like the single most effective surveillance state put into place?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay.
your brother's body. Can we talk in person?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Afternoon, I am Victor. I think I was talking to you on the phone.
That's right, please have a seat. First off, I'm sorry for your loss. Unfortunately, I didn't get to know Mikhail personally. I was transferred here only a week before the tragedy. The previous precinct officer was found dead.
You know what? I'm gonna look up Russian
all I managed to learn.
uniform.
What's that?
I said, you know what? I'm gonna look up Russian police uniform because I remember the last uniform they covered.
Yeah.
And to know she is not wearing anything she is not wearing anything accurate.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Learned about Mikhail was that he lived as a recluse.
When can I see my brother's body?
His remains are in the morgue. Our experts are trying to determine the cause of death. I just wanted to know if he had any enemies or someone that would want to hurt him.
Well, we didn't keep in touch for years, so I wouldn't know. But when we last spoke, Mikhail mentioned a strange cave. How did you even know it was his body?
Here, take a look.
His ID. Someone wanted him to be identified. My brother said something about dangerous strangers.
With a star on their sleeves?
That's right. Do you know something about them?
No. But Ivan does, the mountain guide who was with the missing tourists. I could only find snowmobile tracks at the camp in the mountains.
Could these guys be who I think
No
they
mobile.
are? I'd like to talk.
That was. So it's definitely an AI voice.
Or just someone mispronouncing it terribly.
Yeah. It can be both.
Perhaps.
Also, I've put some pictures if you want to see how inaccurate the uniform is. Like, notice the women
Oh,
are wearing
yeah.
pants. Pants. They have pants on.
I love how we know so little about whatever SCP this is actually based on that we're just digging in to every little detail looking for accuracy with no actual relation to SCP because this just isn't an SCP story at this point, it feels like.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that they just didn't do the Russian translation.
Well,
Talk to this.
So bizarre.
What was that?
also,
Huh?
What?
I was saying, what was that, Jerry?
I was going to say also, it is very in Russia to have everyone wear the same uniform. They typically don't care about skirts. They're like, you do the job, you wear the uniform. No girl version.
It's Ivan.
Not sure that'd be useful, really. He's been acting strange since his return.
I'll try anyway. I got the guy's address, and surprisingly enough,
Wait, hold
it was...
on. Why is there Pac-Man?
What is Pac-Man?
What the fuck is this
They even have
video?
the ghost! What the hell?
And why haven't we even seen the cave again yet? This is supposedly about that cave.
Waka 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 waka. That's all I think when I see that fucking house. Oh
Wait,
my
Yeah,
god.
Where's the Pac-Man?
Kieran, the Pac-Man is like on the windows.
Yeah, gee, I
Yeah,
see
if
it.
you look up, there's two Pac-Man surrounding the Pac-Man ghost. Like they're going to eat the Pac-Man ghost.
I saw it a split second. I was like, "Wait a minute, there's no way." And then I went back, and yeah, there it is. Why?
I would have never spotted that because I would have never tried to look for it.
You know, I've avoided drinking alcohol
No.
my entire life.
No,
I
don't
barely
make it more
ever
of you.
I've basically never touched the bottle. But
That's good.
you know,
Always avoid it. Always avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, if I don't do it in excess,
Catch it.
just 25 shots, okay?
No.
That's all I need. It'll take
Drunk
the pain
stream,
away.
drunk stream.
No drunk stream.
Okay, fine. I'll just have my friend bring me weed.
That's better. And pet your cats.
Yay, I get to go be an alcoholic again. It's okay, it's just whiskey.
No. Okay, press play. Let's see what else they do.
Address.
Waka,
And
waka,
surprisingly
waka.
enough, it was that
I do
crazy
still
guy's
wanna
house.
try
The one
wine
that had
and
been
meat.
working on his car.
Yeah.
Hey, is anybody home?
Shit!
Oh.
Damn it! Someone must have gotten to him first. Huh. The poor guy was clearly trying to leave.
Wait,
Natalia,
did they use a
you need to
picture
get here
of
now.
Real shoes?
Wait, let me go back a bit.
You don't need to. Let's not watch more than we have to. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Natalia, you need to get here now. Sure is a lot going on for a small town like this. I suspect the guide was killed because of something my brother had found. Any ideas, comrade officer?
Look, more snowmobile tracks. Just like the ones I saw in the mountains. I'm gonna follow them to see where they lead. You coming with?
The tracks took us high into the mountains. It was getting dark and we were caught out in a blizzard.
Why?
It was
How do they
reckless to go
somehow get
unprepared.
more racist?
I should know. No, we expected this. Yeah, I don't
The
know.
snow had covered our tracks. It was dangerous to go back now, so we had to find shelter somewhere. We stopped at a nearby cave.
What is that shit?
Looks interesting. Let's check it out.
You're kidding, right? I'm not going in there.
Fine, wait here. I'll go. It looks like snail mucus. I wonder what it is. Maybe this is the cave Mikhail was talking about. Then, I heard strange sounds coming from deep within the cave. Jesus! What the hell is that? The creature was eating the slime and didn't seem to notice me. I was able to spot something strange though. There were scraps of clothing on his body.
Victor, is that you?
And she's probably gonna die.
We're going back now.
What happened?
What's that?
Wait,
Oh my.
are you fucking kidding me?
What is this, the Global Occult Coalition?
Yes, the GOC. That's their symbol.
The GOC wouldn't be involved in this since they focus on killing SCPs, not making them.
Yeah, and they do the opposite. Wait, is that
I
the
hate it here.
Wait, is this the actual GOC symbol? Hold on.
This is so dumb.
Oh, I got their actual symbol. Hold on, I'll post it in here. It's not.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Yeah,
It's meant to be
basically
it.
the same thing. Okay, let's
Yeah.
keep going.
It's just slightly different.
That's... We need to go now.
What's going on?
I said go! Mrs. White,
What?
this is Victor. I contacted my research base and reported on the strange events. The most disturbing thing wasn't the mutant in the cave. I was used to dealing with shit like that. It was the fact that the Global Occult Coalition was somehow involved in all of this. Did those bastards really kill my brother?
Got it? Backup's on its way.
Soon, the Russian branch of the Foundation was dispatched to Belairika undercover.
Yeah, they just mentioned Russian branch, so this was supposed to be the Russian SCP.
Let's keep going. Does it even mention a smoke
Agents
house at
interviewed
any
locals and
point?
tried to find
I don't
traces
know.
of the GOC, without much success. We set up a field camp near the cave and a lab in the local hospital. The first expedition revealed the radiation levels grew higher the deeper into the cave we went. Mucus samples turned out to be a powerful mutagen. It's scary to imagine what it could do in the wrong hands. There were more creatures in the caves than we expected. We managed to find at least 5. When the creatures were captured, they put up
You know
quite a
what,
fight and injured some of our
monsters? That's a
guys.
move.
They were strong, but the
Yeah.
most interesting thing was that they all had scraps of clothing on them. Did the missing tourists and rescuers get exposed to the slime and mutate?
Sir, we also found this deep in the cave.
Interesting. I think I'll look into that personally. Thank you, Commander Smirnov.
Is it just me, or does
I
it
swear,
feel
these
like they're
insects didn't
speeding
belong
it
to
up?
any species known to science. What's interesting is that they were the ones that were secreting this
Yeah,
mutant.
that's fine. They can speed it up if they want to. Make it a speed run.
Yeah.
Let's
Agent.
see what bullshit
Victor,
they can pull up
what
on
the hell is
video.
going on
Yeah.
here? Who are these weird people and what are they doing in Belaya Rekar?
Everything's under control, Natalia. We're just scientists investigating an unknown phenomena in that cave we found.
Stop bullshitting me. Who are you people and where do you come from?
I'll explain everything soon, just not now. We are the good guys and we're here to help everyone. I promise.
But Victor!
Wait, I just read Kina's message.
What?
Can't Commander Smirnov like the alcohol?
Yes, because they can't think of names.
Yeah.
Why are we wasting time?
Just
Well,
totally
press play,
Why are
died.
we
Right.
wasting time dealing with
We
the
need to see if
fucking
it has any connection to the actual SCP in any way.
it's just
Press
local
play.
police force. Lady being angry local police force.
Why the fuck they would put me out of my miseries as a Nubian?
Now go. We'll talk later. I'm so tired. Last few days have been exhausting. I need coffee. Where's the coffee machine? The morgue. I got so wrapped up in work, I completely forgot what I was here for. My brother Mikhail was there. Or rather, what's left of him. Senior Investigator Viktor Nishayev. I want to take a look at the remains of Mikhail Nishayev.
Oh, sure. Follow me.
Let me... Oh, Jesus. Of course, I had prepared myself for this, but what I saw still shocked me. Those charred bones used to be my brother. But wait a minute. I need more light and gloves. That's odd. There are no signs of a fracture in his left humerus. Is something wrong? You can take it away. Thank you. A severe splinter fracture
not
should have left
his
calluses on
brother.
his bones, but there were none.
Dun,
That's
dun,
not my brother. That must be
dun.
why they left
Oh
Mikhail's
wait,
documents
I
to make
got a
us
better
think
way
he's.
to do it. Where's the where's the goddamn button? Jerry, say that again, please.
It was not his brother.
Anyway,
He's dead. But what actually happened to my brother then? Did he become one of those mutants? I had to find out what happened, so I got on a snowmobile and rushed to the camp near the cave. I was hoping I'd recognize my brother as one of the mutants, when suddenly... Oh shit! The camp was under attack. Judging by their uniforms and equipment, they were soldiers of the Global Occult Coalition. Goddamn GOC! They're planning to destroy the anomalous objects!
The global occult might end up killing his brother if his brother's one of the mutants?
I guess so.
Well, that
where's
is
the
very GOC, but this is still not on topic.
Yeah.
and where's the communism? Where's the communist guys?
That's
We'll
the GOC.
find out, I guess.
GOC isn't
soldiers are-
communist.
Hatchet is right. They're not communist. If they were communists, they never would have killed that poor chair.
The
The
Foundation
ultimate
won't let
test
them.
of your leftist. The ultimate test of your leftist biases. Would you or would you not wood chipper the chair?
It's like the chair reveals that the world is mysterious, but it also only pops up where people need seats.
Yeah.
It was over as soon as it started. The GOC soldiers were destroyed, but there were casualties on both sides. The cells holding the mutants were caught in the crossfire. No survivors. Quick! I need a stretcher! This one's still alive! Get him in the helicopter and to the hospital! We were running out of time. This officer of the Global Occult Coalition was an important source of information. Why did you send tourists to the cave? Why did you kill the guide?
It's not us. It's the Scarlet Hammer.
The Scarlet Hammer? What's that?
An
Okay, Pocket,
organization.
I'm going to look up if there's a Scarlet Hammer in the SCP universe.
I think it is. I think they're part of the Sarctic cults, which worships the Scarlet King and other eldritch gods on Scarlet King's side.
It seems like there is a Scarlet Hammer. Oh, they even use the image we were looking for earlier but could not find, and it pisses me off.
I see. Is it an SCP thing or a real life thing?
SCP.
Okay, I have a feeling it's gonna be the Scarlet King.
Let me
Okay,
just-
so why is the Scarlet Hammer's logo in SCP so distinctly designed like a communist symbol?
I don't know. Oh, god damn it.
What does it say about the Scarlet Hammer, though?
What?
I saw something with Scarlet Hammer mentioned, but I click it and it's not exactly about the Scarlet Hammer. It mentions the Scarlet Hammer. God damn it. Let me just
Okay.
put quotations around Scarlet Hammer so I can find the. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's mentioned what it is around the Global Occult Coalition ceasefires.
Ah.
Or it does not. Let me look.
My brain cells are killing each other one by one.
I agree with you.
Well, you could always help me look. I have it right here where I'm looking.
I mean, I don't even know what we're looking for.
Well, when I looked it up on Google, the thing that popped up as part of the Scarlet Hammer under the link was Scarlet Hammer are the remnants of the former KGB Division of Special Circumstance responsible for maintaining and ...
Okay.
Hold on, I just clicked it.
So the reason why they've got the communism looking symbol is because they were originally a part of the USSR.
Very likely.
Fun.
Oh, there we go. Scarlet Hammer has it. Let me copy and paste. It's
Oh, I just found it. Yeah, here. Let's see. Alright, so if responsible for maintaining using former USSR stockpile paranormal threats with the fall of the former Soviet Union, several high-ranking officials in the DSC absconded with high-level pharma threats, selling them to various organized Russian crime syndicates. At present, Scarlet Hammer acts as the largest arms dealer for para-threat level weaponry in the world. Right. Structure Scarlet Hammer's leadership remains anonymous. Allegedly, the organization is led by a figure known as Victor. Wait, Victor's name was mentioned in 1372-RE.
Victor is actually a very common Russian name,
Yeah.
but they could have picked a different name for the character.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, this is like meeting a guy here in the States named John.
Yeah. Another common name is Ivan. There's a lot of old folk tales with Ivan in it, different Ivans.
Trying to think. Ivan, Mikhail.
Oh my gosh. Right under it.
Oh, Vladimir.
Yeah.
Really common.
Right
names.
under Scarlet Hammer, I see something funny. Disturbance Hand. Disturbance Hand is a para-environmental terrorist organization opposed to the UN's current policy of containing and destroying paranormal entities to maintain the status quo. Members are often parathreats themselves, and the organization makes their retrieval and integration of humanoid and sentient parathreats a priority. Disturbance Hand has come into conflict with GOC on multiple occasions, resulting in death of multiple GOC operatives and several complete cells. Structure unknown. Resources unknown. Standing orders. Engage as soon as possible. All confirmed
Well,
Cedar Hands
remember,
members
this is the
KTEs.
GOC's section of the site, so of course it's going to call them terrorists.
I just find it funny where they, for the others, they got information on them, even the Foundation. But the Serpent's Hand is like they have nothing.
Well, the Serpent's Hand hates the GOC.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the GOC used the wood chipper on the chair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway,
let's
just
finish the video.
That sells
How are we
abnormal
even going to
objects to
rank them?
terrorists.
It's gonna be a 0, straight up.
Yeah, even if the SCP somehow pops up at some point, it's still going to get a 0.
Yeah.
Are they responsible for all of this?
Yes. They found out about the cave. They wanted to extract the mutagen and produce super soldiers to sell off. We had to stop them.
Where do we find this Scarlet Hammer? Come on, asshole! Damn it! By the time we had closed in on the hospital, it had become clear that the Scarlet Hammer had found us first.
Oh my
Get us
god.
down! We need to help our guys! We were overrun. These terrorist sympathizers caught us by surprise. We're under attack! We need backup ASAP! Natalia? I rushed towards the lab. Apparently the Scarlet Hammer agents had found our research and... Officer Klimova! What the fuck? Mikhail! I knew you were alive! Hello, brother. My God, are you working with them? What happened, Mikhail? When did you start supporting these terrorists? When? It was when you used our research to make your way into the SCP Foundation. All the while, I found myself a cozy little place in the Scarlet Hammer. It may be a small organization, but they share my ideals. Selling anomalies? You mean those ideals? They are scum! Exactly. At first, everything was pretty simple. We lured tourists into a cave and fed them mutagen. You've seen the result for yourself. These mutants are truly killing machines. We eliminated the guide. He was an unnecessary witness. But things didn't go as planned, did they? You couldn't analyze the mutagen and lure the mutants out of the cave. Ah, that's right. And the damn Global Occult Coalition didn't make things easier. But then I came up with a plan. Let me guess, you remembered about me. That's right. One of the rescuers played the role of the deceased Mikhail Nishayev. I was gonna put our medal on the body as well, but I lost it. And you rushed to the rescue and brought your employees along. We made it look like the GOC was involved in order to pit you against each other. And then everything went smoothly. The Foundation did our dirty work for us and helped reduce the number of our enemies. And
What
now
the fuck?
we'll get the mutagen. No! It can't end up in the hands of terrorists! Pfft, people aren't worth saving, Victor. I'm tired of this. Drop the gun before I shoot this bitch. Now!
About time. Take the research and don't forget the mutagen.
I should have guessed. You're also with the Scarlet Hammer.
I had to kill the previous
If she's
officer
with
to
the
take his
Scarlet
place and
Hammer, then why the fuck isn't she wearing pants?
I don't know.
keep tabs on things from the inside.
And it was probably you who came to Yvonne first.
He saw too much.
This is it, brother. I promise I won't be jealous of you anymore.
Now we just have to get out of here alive.
Don't worry, babe. I've got it all under control. Ooh, ah, shit! Ah, not so fast! Just die already!
Mikhail!
Run! Get out of here! I've always hated you! You won't get away with this! Ah! Ah, my fucking arm! Sorry for exploiting your old wound, but you asked for it!
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
But let's keep going.
My place in life!
They also haven't mentioned the number yet.
Well,
Sir,
yeah.
are you all right?
Yes. Have you detained Natalia Klimova?
She's already in the helicopter, and we've seized the mutagen samples.
Well done. It's time we wrap things up and go back home.
Where is Mikhail Nishayev? We were informed he was in the lab.
He's dead. Call the cleanup crew.
It's gonna cut to him being that person.
Welcome back, Agent Nichayev.
Thank you, ma'am. Mutagen samples are already in the lab.
What about the Scarlet Hammer?
The squad that attacked us was eliminated, but we don't know where their leaders are. I hope interrogating Natalia Klimova will help us get to them.
Well then, let's talk to the lady. I won't tell you anything! You can't imagine how many times I've heard that from people like you. You're like cockroaches, always thinking you're smarter and more cunning than the Foundation.
Hey! What the hell? What's going on?
Calm
knew it.
down, Mikhail.
What? I don't...
Enough with your show. I know everything. Get the Foundation to do your dirty work for you, pit us against the GOC, steal our research. But that wasn't the whole plan, was it? You faked your death and forced Victor to come for you, so that eventually you would take his place and get into the Foundation. Poor Victor. He was actually saddened when he heard his brother had died.
Real clever, you old bat.
Just doing my job. Now let's talk about the Scarlet Hammer. Where's its HQ? We're not gonna tell you anything! Oh, don't underestimate us. You're going to tell us everything. Boys, bring in the truth serum. Let's start with, let's say 2 millimeters. I'm going to lie to you both. This is a very painful procedure.
Also, this entire video, they've not. I think this is a fan video because not once did they ever say the number.
Yeah, this is just.
This is just a fan video.
It is.
Could it be a
It is
fan video if they don't
They just
actually
rate it
care?
0. 4, sorry. 4, 4, 4, 4 makes 0.
This is. Yeah, I think the theory that Bright said that they just didn't bother to Google Translate the article that they just randomly decided to choose. So they just came up with their own generic ass stupid plot. This
4
was
is like
such a
bad
waste
because it's just bad. Anyways, I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yeah, uh Kieran, the rating is like between
back.
0 and 4. Yeah, go ahead, Bright. The rating is based upon like 0 to 4, 4 being the worst score, 0 being the best score. So like as things get worse, because I don't know how Bright set it up. I don't get it either.
Oh, that's just one of the ways things can be rated. For some ratings, 4 is the top number. And she broke it in a bunch of pieces so it would equal to 0 if they got top marks. Honestly, some places mark top being the best, some mark top 10 as being the worst. Think of golf. In golf, the bigger number you get, the worse you're doing.
I genuinely like my brain genuinely feels like I just had all thoughts blasted out of them.
I feel like we need a break after that video.
Perhaps the rest of stream could be Scribblio.
I think I should probably have dinner.
So you're gonna head off?
Probably, but after Bright returns.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, there's the Bright.
Bright, the fan video killed my brain, and I have been a little late on going to dinner, as I should have gone at 8, but it is 9:25.
So you guys just want to end it now? Because of that one video?
Well, ask yourself, from 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? Because I feel like a 10.
Yeah, I understand. Which means next Thursday we could just finish it. There's only 3 left.
That's true. That's true, but next week, will it be so bad that we stop before the last one? That's a possibility.
If that does happen, we can just do the content farm, then do a tier listing to end it off.
The content farm's be going so bad, it literally started with its own fan SCP above the actual SCP.
Yeah, also, you're gonna say something?
I don't know. I'm guessing I guess you didn't hear, but like, because you weren't here, but like, after that one, I genuinely feel like all information in my brain was blasted out. I am genuinely head empty.
You understand how me and Dre felt with Professor Lucius.
I feel
Lucius
like that.
was better than this.
Yeah, like this is just mind-numbingly stupid, unrelated bullshit. At least Lucius apparently stuck to things a touch better.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
these suckers couldn't be bothered to use a free fucking translator service through one of the biggest tech giants, so they decided to just make their own Russian themed story and throw a bunch of little pieces from SCP lore into it and make a dumb little story about Evil Twin and then end it on a cliffhanger because we're definitely gonna come watch the fucking SCP Chronicles SCP 1372 dash Russian sequel film, which it'll be called something like Victor's Revenge of the Victor.
Isn't Victor dead?
No, Victor's the guy that was captured.
Okay.
It's Mikhail that's dead.
Mikhail is dead. Okay.
I can't wait for the sequel.
Are you looking for hints on where they might have pulled this out of their ass in the
No, I'm
comments?
just seeing if there's anyone here.
I see dump truck video. Or I saw one.
Ah.
What are you looking for?
Just seeing if anyone also says this is.
Like if anyone else notices the issues.
Yeah. But some of these comments look silly.
Yeah, what? Oh wait, yeah, so it was Victor that died. My apologies. It was Mikhail that survived.
Yeah.
So can't wait for the sequel about Mikhail's revenge.
Wait, hold on. It says right here, I thought this was the GRU-P. Hold on.
Wait, what?
There's a comment that says, I thought this was GRU-P. GRU-P... GRU Division P Hub. Let's see. Well,
GRU-B looks like its own thing, a group of interest.
yeah. It
they...
has a bunch of SCPs in here. But I'm not seeing 1372, though.
Uh-oh.
Another comment, why are you doing this to us? It was in Russian too, which is funny as shit.
You know what? I vibe with that Russian. I don't know who they are. I don't know their name. I don't know anything about them, but that's a vibe.
Oh, here's another one. I just started watching this video and I wonder how they ruined this SCP by changing its lore and how the SCP operates.
It's just like some poor Russian guy named fucking let's say Niccolo. So, some Russian guy named Niccolo comes home after a long day of work, going on to YouTube, think, I want to see some good SCP content. And then they just stumble on this. And all they have to say is, why are you doing this to us?
Oh my gosh, there's one comment in this thing about changing lore. It says, wouldn't say it ruined anything. Good old SCP we know, but with a twist makes a good story, that's it. You're taking it too serious. I don't know how some twists in lore can ruin SCP. There's nothing in the fucking SCP in this fucking video.
Change in lore. Yeah, quote unquote change in lore. There's There is no lore.
What part is lore?
This is just
Yeah. No, what I'm kind of thinking is it looks like a lot of these uh comments about where you know that it's bad. Look how far buried it is.
it's gotta be almost all bots.
Yeah.
This is a friendly reminder that the dead internet theory is becoming increasingly likely, as there is probably more bots on the internet now than there are actual humans.
So
Yeah.
so we're ending it here. Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
I guess next week we can try and finish it off.
Yes, the gods and spirits and moon willing, we can get through it, maybe. I, I'm
But
I'm so worn down. I'm not even sure what spirit or god
Just
or moon could help me. I'm not even sure if Pele could help me outside of maybe volcanoing her lava on whoever made this.
yeah. All right. So
I
I
would
can just
like
hope maybe her spirit enters a volcano near them and makes a magical eruption that hasn't happened in a long time. All over them, everywhere.
so,
better
okay.
yet, just open up a volcano directly underneath them.
You know what? If anyone can do it, Pele can.
Yeah.
As a quick side note,
Yeah.
Festus has noticed that I was in distress, so he has arrived.
That
I
is
have
the sweetest cat ever.
I have I have added Festus to my inventory.
Oh my gosh! Within the group GRU-P timeline with SCPs and other events, there's also the solution of the Soviet Union.
Nah, well,
Oh!
I mean it tracks. It was a part of the Soviet Union originally. Now it's a black market anomalous weapons dealer. Good for them. Who's
Yeah,
my Festus?
this is so bad. The original SCP has had one messed up part. It was better.
Well, the SCP was well thought out. This is not.
Festus, why do you always smell so dusty?
And seeing if
What's your
there's anyone to
story?
raid.
There's Chew.
Raid
Oh yeah, they're
Chew!
on. Let's raid you. I
Give
have so
people
many
the warmth
people.
of joy!
I have so many people.
I still can't believe how racist they were to 303!
When did I follow this VTuber?
How racist they were to 303 is going to haunt me.
Oh, I might want to stop following this VTuber.
What?
What, Chew? I don't know who you're talking about, but
There's,
just raid
I'm not
Chew.
I'm gonna rate you, but I didn't remember following this person, but apparently this person, has Trump 2024 in their description.
I fantastic.
Let's just do that. Let's leave.
My Festus has abandoned me.
Anyways, Kieran, Anubian, if you're still here, do you have any last words? I like how it ending soon. I have 7 viewers.
Now 4, it says.
7 people suffered here.
Oh, and OBS still
More
says
than
7.
7 suffered here.
I get Taco Bell tomorrow.
Taco Bell sounds nice.
I I must continually tell myself that so that I do not lose all will to continue.
You know what else helps? Festus.
Well, he already left me.
Oh,
Wait,
pick,
He
pick
used
up another cat.
I just realized
There's no
something.
cats
Was Apollo
nearby.
here the entire time? They haven't said a single word.
I don't
They said
know.
something when they first came in, but they've been muted basically the whole time.
Did Apollo fall asleep?
Who knows?
Actually, that's very possible.
Which is probably a good thing because they missed something horrendous.
Lumber has shielded Apollo from madness. Loki. Hello, sweetie. I'm glad to have found out that our newest kitten, uh, one of the health issues that we'd noticed on her is probably nothing serious.
Good.
She's,
Kitty will get better.
yeah, part of why like, the reason why I'm getting Taco Bell tomorrow is I gotta go with my mom to the, uh, neighboring town where our vet is so that I can help her pick up the kitty from her spaying.
Yay! I am genuinely happy.
Yes. And apparently it was like basically just in time because apparently like there was something disordered about her uh like fallopian tubes
Mm.
to where like they could have literally burst if they weren't taken out when they were.
Ooh.
Like some really fucked up hormonal thing. So we're very happy that we got her there when we did.
Yeah.
The for cat not exploding.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to see something. If Apollo immediately comes back, that means they just keep forgetting to unmute themselves. But they don't, then we'll know. They passed out. But anyways, Keelan did her last words, which is when I was in adventure and follow prey. Yeah, Jerry, last words, go.
Just remember, if a content farm is being racist towards an SCP, look up the file and see what skin tone did that SCP have originally, and did they change the skin tone? If they did change the skin tone and it was previously a dark color,
Mm-hmm.
then ask yourself, how does this line they just said about the SCP sound if you add, like, if you swap the SCP name or monster or what else they're calling it with the black person? If it sounds normal, like the brown person, the black person, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're going over there, then it's fine. But if it doesn't, then they changed things so they don't look racist. But they're super racist. They're really, really, really racist.
I love how the start of those words were rhyming consistently and they just
Oh,
stopped.
oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's like if you see an SCP and it's changed the skin tone of some, I don't remember the exact one, but like the first 3 or 4 lines of what you said rhymed.
Yeah.
Do I sound like a weird, like,
No.
foretelling rhymer?
No.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Also, Hatchet, last words, go.
Uh, when the moon hits your eye maybe you can go die. Like a big pizza pie. Al. That's all you're getting.
That's fair. So, Teacher Noodles, I'll see you guys for your next mission. This hurts. This one, I don't know why it hurt more than Prince Lucius.
It's because it was even more unhinged than normal. Normally, it's hinged by at least some kind of a concept. But this time, it was hinged only by the creator's bullshit.
Fan fiction!
Anyways, um,
Would you
we're,
like
huh?
would you like to read my SCP fanfiction in which
Maybe.
I didn't think this joke through?
Yeah. Anyways, Teacher Noodles, we're rating Chew. Be nice.
The raid words were put in chat.
Yeah, they were. I put raid words, then two dots, then
What?
raid words.
Then again, what are these raid words? Lost our entire mentality? Mentality?
I think that's
And
supposed to be mentality.
oh wait, no, that is mentality. I'm just dumb. Entire mentality and mental thought because of the SCP content farm we fought tonight. Why? It's so close to rhyming. Why did you add tonight?
Okay,
Is
just
my
get.
brain just registering everything as poems now? Is that what happens when my brain breaks?
Yes. Anyways, dangerous. See you guys later. Be Tuesday, which unless I have a collab happening, um, I will be doing SCP stories. So bye. Have fun.
Et tu, Bright A.